Chapter 160. But even so, I still want to live with a clear conscience. Muqiqi smiled at him. You're asking for it. Sheng Xiao looked at Muqiqi from above. His handsome face was right in front of her. But it's a coincidence that I too. I'll teach you how to drive someday. You're my woman. How can you not know how to drive? I know, Muqiqi answered softly. If you know, then lie down and take a bath. What about you? Muqiqi asked naively. You take a bath and I'll take a bath with you. The next day, Rong Junhan went to the hospital alone. Shen Jianchuan was determined not to let Huang Yu appear in his ward. He wanted to stand up for Muqiqi, but Rong Junhan was not happy about it. Jianchuan, I know you want a daughter, but we've been together for so many years. I don't want us to be estranged because of this. Can't you let me handle Muqiqi's matter? Muqiqi is your daughter. Do you think I can bear to mistreat her? Moreover, I can't take care of you every day. If Huang Yu doesn't come to help, should I let Muqiqi do it? Rong Junhan sat beside Shen Jianchuan and fed him breakfast after she reached the ward. But she put the porridge into Shen Jianchuan's mouth. Maybe she was taking revenge on him. But she still put the porridge into his mouth. Shen Jianchuan could not stand it anymore. He spat it out. Rong Junhan pretended that Shen Jianchuan was difficult to serve. She made others think that Shen Jianchuan was deliberately making things difficult for her. Jianchuan, what's wrong? It's hot, Shen Jianchuan said with difficulty. I'm sorry. I was too focused when I talked to you. I felt wronged. So I didn't take care of you. Rong Junhan was good at playing tricks. She would make Shen Jianchuan suffer a little, but she did not do it deliberately. Then, she blew on the porridge and put it into Shen Jianchuan's mouth. It was as if she wanted to see Shen Jianchuan relying on her. That would make her feel better. Shen Jianchuan could stand up for Muqiqi. Then she would vent her anger on him. He was just a good-for-nothing now. Huang Yu stood at the door and watched. She did not dare to enter the ward. She was angry when she saw Rong Junhan being troubled by Shen Jianchuan. Her sister-in-law had done so much for the family. Not only was he not grateful, but he was also torturing her like this. As his sister-in-law, she felt very upset. How would she know about Rong Junhan's trick? However, Shen Jianchuan still had a backup plan. He did not expose Rong Junhan now because he owed her a favor. But it did not mean that Shen Jianchuan would accept it blindly. He would tell Grandpa Shen all the details. And when Grandpa Shen heard it, he would certainly be angry. What is she trying to do? Since they want to take care of you, why would they play these little tricks to torture you? It's all because I'm a cripple now, Shen Jianchuan answered. After hearing this, the old man felt a little sad. I'll get a nurse to look after her. I'm sure she won't be able to do anything else. Thanks, Dad. Such a woman has bewitched your sisters-in-law. Grandpa Shen patted his knee and sighed. I'm afraid they can't forgive her for taking care of you for more than 10 years. My sisters-in-law will understand it sooner or later. Understand? Grandpa Shen smiled meaningfully. If Rong Junhan was lying to them, it would not be easy to understand some things. I don't dare to let her into the Shen family when she is like this. It was not only because Rong Junhan was afraid of Muqiqi, it was also because this woman was very cunning. I was blind in the past. If I knew it earlier, I would have agreed with you and Su Ziqing. Things would not have happened today. But Shen Jianchuan could understand Grandpa Shen's bitterness after he woke up from his sleep for so many years. How could he blame Grandpa Shen now? Especially now that he had Muqiqi. It was all the love of a parent. Jing Yun was still investigating Rong Junhan. He wanted to get a result before Rong Junhan and Shen Jianchuan's wedding. But Sheng Xiao did not tell Grandpa Shen about Shen Jianchuan being injured twice. Otherwise, if the result of the investigation was different from what he expected, the Shen family would be in a mess. However, as long as there was no conclusion to this matter, Muqiqi would be on tenterhooks. She was afraid that wolves, tigers, and leopards would be by her father's side. There was another thing that worried Muqiqi too. It was Qianqian's health. She was pregnant at the age of 18, but she still insisted on giving birth to the child. How much courage did she need? In between classes, Muqiqi really wanted to call Qianqian to ask about it. But before Qianqian could call, someone she did not expect came looking for her. Are you Lu Qianqian's good friend? On the way out of class, Muchichi was stopped by someone. It was a girl who was dressed very fashionably. Needless to say, she was Duan Xiaoan's new favorite. My name is Bai Xinlan. I have heard a lot about you. I know you have been observing me for a long time. Muchichi looked at her and asked, "What do you want to do?" "I want to talk about your good friend. Lu Qianqian, are you free?" "I don't think you should come to me," Muchichi replied. "No matter how good your reason is, no matter how much you love Duan Xiao, and it is not a reason to hurt Qianqian." The girl smiled. "I know my family is not as good as Lu Qianqian's, but I have the right to love freely, right? Moreover, they are not married yet. But they are engaged. I want you to persuade your friend. How can she be a mother at the age of 18? Don't think that you can control Duan Xiao. And just because you gave birth to his child, even if it is not me, Lu Qianqian will not be able to control Duan Xiaoan. You have said a lot of nonsense. I agree with you. However, I will not make a decision for Qianqian." After saying that, Muchichi walked past Bai Xinlan and left her far behind. Bai Xinlan took a deep breath and smiled. Why would anyone like a scumbag like Duan Xiaoan? Don't think that I will give up on Duan Xiaoan. I don't need Duan Xiaoan, but I need fame and money. Bai Xinlan wanted Muchichi to persuade Qianqian to abort the child. She did not want to control Duan Xiaoan. But how could she say that to Qianqian? But since Bai Xinlan knew about it, it meant that Duan Xiao and already knew about Qianqian's pregnancy. Chapter 161. After class, Muchichi could not help but call Qianqian. "How are you feeling today?" "Chichi, I don't think I am good at all." Qianqian was sobbing. "I went for a checkup today. The doctor said that the baby is not in the right position. I might not be able to keep it. You are still so young. You will have a baby in the future." Muchichi felt sorry for her. But Xiaoan will not come back without a baby. After hearing this, Muchichi remembered that Duan Xiao and came to the school to pick up Bai Xinlan. She snorted. "Qianqian, can you stop lying to yourself? Chichi, can you stop scolding me and support me?" Muchichi took a deep breath and nodded. "Okay. Which hospital are you in? I will go and see you. I have gone home. We will meet again another day." Muchichi was very angry, but she could not do anything. It was Qianqian's problem. What could she say? After returning to the small mansion, Muchichi stared at the medical book in a daze. Susie Pei saw her and asked, "What's wrong? You look dejected." "Aunt, I am just thinking about how terrible it would be for a woman to love the wrong person. Because of Qianqian." Susie Pei could guess it. This child is not bad. Her family background and status are all top-notch. Why does she have to stick to one tree? She is pregnant now. How old is she? Then, Muchichi looked at Susie Pei and asked, "You don't seem to worry about me at all. Why should I worry about you? I believe in young Master Sheng. Don't be fooled by the rumors about him. He is more sensitive and meticulous than anyone else. He would never allow what happened to Qianqian to happen to you." Susie Pei snorted. "You don't know how good of a man you have met." "I know. It's good that you know. As for Qianqian, you don't have time to worry about her." Then Susie Pei thought of something important. "Chichi, what is it? Why are you so serious?" "I am going to register my marriage with your Uncle Lu," Susie Pei said embarrassedly. "He proposed to me. That's a good thing. When is the wedding?" "We don't plan to be extravagant. Let's just have a simple family dinner." Susie Pei smiled happily. "It's because of you that I can find new happiness. Chichi, you are my lucky star. Auntie, if it wasn't for you taking care of me, who knows what would have happened to me. I also hope that you are well." After that, they hugged each other tightly. Muchichi was happy that Susie Pei could find her own happiness again. Although she wanted to see her aunt get married, Lu Wenhua was not a luxurious person, so she just let them be. Now, she had fulfilled one of her wishes. However, just as they were discussing if they should hold a small ceremony, Qianqian called. "Chichi, are you free? Can you accompany me somewhere? I don't know who to look for now. I'll be right there." Muchichi hung up and called Sheng Xiao. But Sheng Xiao was in the middle of a business meeting, so he did not pick up the call. Muchichi looked for Qianqian first. She helped her up. "Why do you look so haggard?" "Chichi, I know where they are staying. Come with me. Are you saying that you are going to look for Duan Xiao and end by Xinlan? Qianqian nodded. I called Xiao and in the afternoon and told him about the baby. But he did not say anything. I guess he is with that woman, so. Why must you meet him? There are some things that I will only give up after I hear it with my own ears. Qianqian answered Mu Qiqi seriously. Come with me. Let's go. Mu Qiqi nodded, because she did not know what else she could do for Qianqian. Although Qianqian was still smiling and talking normally, Mu Qiqi knew that Qianqian did not have anything to support her now. The two of them took the car to the apartment that Qianqian had mentioned. She successfully found the house number that she had inquired about. Is it here? Qianqian nodded and rang the doorbell. After a while, Duan Xiaoan, who was wearing home clothes, opened the door. Bai Xinlan, who was also wearing pajamas, followed behind him. Why are you here? You didn't tell me about the baby. Didn't I say that it's up to you? Duan Xiaoan's attitude was cold. There was even impatience in his eyes. You can have the baby if you want. Anyway, both our families can afford it. But let me be frank. I will not help you. Have you no pride? You can still be so calm when you see your fiancé with another woman. I am impressed. Bai Xinlan snorted unhappily. You are almost like a teenage mutant ninja turtle now. Xiao, and you have promised me that you will not contact other women. It's not like you don't know how playful I am. Do you want me to hang on to you when I'm only 18 years old? Duan Xiaoan laughed. You are already an adult. Why are you still so naive? Qianqian nodded with tears in her eyes. Okay. Go back and take care of yourself. My mother is looking forward to having a grandson. After that, Duan Xiaoan closed the door. He did not feel sorry or care for Qianqian at all. Mu Qiqi stood behind Qianqian. She almost lost control of her emotions. She was about to hit Qianqian when Qianqian stopped her. Come with me to another place. Qianqian. Sure. Lu Qianqian said. Then she pulled Mu Qiqi and ran to the hospital. When they arrived at the hospital, she quickly told the doctor why she was here. Arrange the surgery as soon as possible. I want to abort the baby. Qianqian, it is late at night. You don't have to torture yourself like this. Is it worth it for that bastard? If you want the surgery, we should arrange the time and do it in the best hospital. You can't risk your health. Mu Qiqi held Qianqian's shoulder and said, Qiqi, I feel terrible. I know you feel terrible. Since you have already met him, you should give Duan Xiao a hard slap. Make him regret it. Mu Qiqi left the hospital with Qianqian. I will send you home. Qianqian cried in Mu Qiqi's arms, but she had really given up. Of course, Mu Qiqi's lower limit was refreshed too. That man really could give Mu Tongxue a run for her money. He was worse than a pig or a dog, just like how I treated Mu Tongxue. What is there for you to miss about Duan Xiaoan? But Duan Xiao knows about your relationship with the crown prince. Just because of this, Xiao Xiao said that he will deal with it. You just need to take care of yourself. Mu Qiqi said seriously. Promise me. Don't be silly, okay? Chapter 162. Why did they do this to me? What did I do wrong? Qianqian could not hold it in anymore. She cried in Mu Qiqi's arms. Why can they be so unscrupulous? Because Duan Xiao knows that you care about them. I don't care. I don't want to care anymore. Qianqian said hysterically. Qiqi, you are right. I am the eldest daughter of the Lu family. Why should I bow down to them? Since I have nothing left, what should I be afraid of? Mu Qiqi had never experienced what Qianqian was going through. Sheng Xiao was her first love, and Sheng Xiao doted on her. So, she could not understand how much pain Qianqian was going through. However, she knew very well that Duan Xiao was a scumbag from the bottom of his heart. He was a complete piece of trash. Qianqian cried in Mu Qiqi's arms for a while. But soon, she felt that something was wrong. Maybe it was because she was too emotional that the child in her womb had a strong reaction. Qiqi, I think. What's wrong? Mu Qiqi saw that Qianqian was in pain. She made a prompt decision and sent her to the hospital. Then, she went to the emergency department as fast as she could. But the child was not saved. Mu Qiqi used Qianqian's phone to contact her parents. When they arrived at the hospital, they looked anxious and angry. You are Qiqi, right? Thank you for what you did today. Mama Lu was in tears. Auntie Qianqian will get through this. Muqiqi comforted her. We are friends with the Duan family, but I did not expect that they would treat my daughter like this. I will not let it go even if I die. I must make that child of the Duan family pay for what he did. Qianqian is fine. She just needs to be taken care of. You have been with her for a long time. Go back and rest, my good girl. Mama Lu said to Muqiqi gratefully. Muqiqi nodded. Soon, she came out of the hospital and found Sheng Zhao's car in the underground parking lot. But she did not say a word after she got into the car. After a while she sighed. Duan Xiaoan is not human at all. Xiao. I know everything. The Lu and Duan families might not have peace from now on. Fortunately, Lu Qianqian's family is richer than the Duan family. So, as long as the Lu parents come forward, Lu Qianqian would not be at a disadvantage. It's reasonable for the Lu family to suppress the Duan family in business. Is the Lu family stronger? Sheng Xiao nodded as he drove. That's really lucky. I really want to see the Duan family go bankrupt. It was the first time he heard such a curse from Muqiqi's mouth, and he found it quite refreshing. Are you that angry? You didn't see how that shameless couple looked when they were together. Muqiqi was really angry. However, the scariest thing was that Qianqian's pregnancy and miscarriage were soon known by the people in the circle, and it was widely spread. The circle of nobles was only so small. Any jokes or scandals in the circle would, of course, be spread as gossip by the noble women. Of course, the Shen family had also heard about it. And the scariest thing they heard was that Muqiqi and Lu Qianqian were good friends. Since Lu Qianqian had done such a thing to ruin the reputation of the family, Muqiqi, as her friend, was certainly not a good person. When second aunt heard the rumor, she went home and complained to Grandpa Shen. Father, what kind of friends does your precious granddaughter have? She got pregnant at the age of 18, and now she has a miscarriage. Everyone is talking bad about the Shen family. Grandpa Shen stopped Huang Yu after listening to her complaints. I'm going to visit a comrade who's in a critical condition. You and Junhan should take care of the house. Don't cause any trouble. Just listen to the rumors. Father, I've never been so embarrassed outside. There's a first time for everything. Grandpa Shen packed his luggage and planned to leave for 2 days. He wanted to see his comrade for the last time before he left. Because he was in a hurry, he did not have time to discuss it with the Shen family or Muqiqi. He only called Muqiqi before he boarded the plane. Huang Yu saw Grandpa Shen leaving, but there was no news about Muqiqi. She immediately looked for Rong Junhan. Eldest sister-in-law, have you heard about the rumors outside? Did father scold you again? Don't you know who father dotes on the most now? Do you want to be scolded by yourself? Rong Junhan sneered. Eldest sister-in-law, you don't know how embarrassed I was in front of those rich ladies. They even asked me if Muqiqi was the eldest daughter of the Shen family. How could I answer them? Big brother's matter is already embarrassing enough. Everyone is laughing at Muqiqi's family background. If she doesn't behave properly, will the Shen family be criticized by others wherever they go? It was obvious that Huang Yu was really angry. After all, anyone would get angry when they were embarrassed. Rong Junhan glanced at Grandpa Shen's study. Suddenly, she remembered that Grandpa Shen had left the house. Father will definitely protect Muqiqi if he's here. Let's take this opportunity to teach Muqiqi a lesson. After all, she is a Shen. She must follow the rules of the Shen family. As her stepmother, of course, I have the responsibility to educate her. Eldest sister-in-law, you should have done this earlier. Because it was not just about the Shen family. It was also about the image of the Shen family. So, Huang Yu hoped that Rong Junhan could teach Muqiqi a lesson. With that idea in mind, Rong Junhan called Muqiqi. Come to Shen Mansion after class tomorrow. Muqiqi felt strange when she received the call. Of course, she knew that Grandpa Shen had left Jianchuan. So, she guessed that Rong Junhan must be up to no good when she called her. I'm sorry, Aunt Rong. I don't have the time. Muqiqi rejected. I can't invite you, can I? Is it so difficult for you to come to our house for a meal? Muqiqi looked at Sheng Xiao who was beside her. Sheng Xiao said to her in a low voice, Why not? Muqiqi thought that he was right. Grandpa was not here, and the Shen family was not a dangerous place. Although she could not get along with Rong Junhan, there were still other people in the Shen family. So, Mu Qiqi changed her words. I will be there on time tomorrow night. It's good that you dare to come. Huang Yu finally calmed down after knowing the result. She would definitely cause trouble for Mu Qiqi tomorrow. What about Mu Qiqi? She looked at Sheng Xiao. I don't even know why Rong Junhan came to me. You asked me to come. Grandpa is not here. Am I not able to fight against them? Chapter 163. You said it. Don't go back on your word. Sheng Xiao pinched Mu Qiqi's nose and deliberately stifled her. Of course I said it. But you should know why they are looking for you. You know, the news of your deskmate's miscarriage has been spread everywhere. The Shen family probably feels embarrassed. Sheng Xiao leaned against the balcony of his house and said to Mu Qiqi, they are asking you to go back just to teach you a lesson, and not to get too close to Lu Qianqian. The news of Qianqian's miscarriage has been spread? Mu Qiqi quickly got up and looked at Sheng Xiao. The circle is only so big. It's easy to know about this kind of thing. Mu Qiqi did not think about anything. She took out her phone and called Qianqian. Then Qianqian answered. Her voice was a little weak. Qiqi. Qianqian, are you okay? I'm fine. I can get out of bed and walk now. Lu Qianqian answered Mu Qiqi. But if you are asking me about my pregnancy before marriage, and being laughed at by everyone, I can tell you that I am very sad. Qianqian. It's that bitch who spread the news. Lu Qianqian said to Mu Qiqi coldly. There was even a hint of sadness in her voice. Now those rich ladies are laughing at me behind my back. I'm pregnant before marriage, shameless, and a broken shoe. Qianqian. Don't worry. I won't let her get what she wants. Since the child is gone, this is the choice that God made for me. Lu Qianqian sounded like she was about to cry. I have thought about it very clearly last night. I love someone so much, and think that I am not a hindrance to others. But in fact I have hurt my parents. I have made them worry. I have made them unable to lift their heads in front of others. I am unfilial. From now on, I will not be so stupid. After listening to Qianqian's words, Mu Qiqi was finally relieved. Qianqian, I have also experienced a lot of changes. I know how it feels. So let's do our best. From today onwards, those who bullied and mocked us will not dare to look us in the eye. Qianqian's words made Mu Qiqi feel better. Qiqi, I will do it. I believe you. Mu Qiqi nodded. I'm going to rest first. We'll talk later. After the call, Mu Qiqi felt relieved. She had the courage to go to the Shen family tomorrow. Rong Junhan? Second aunt? What was there to be afraid of? Does it matter whether they admit it or not? Xiao Xiao, you must come and save me tomorrow. If they bully me, I'll definitely fight back. I'm afraid that I'll be at a disadvantage if there's more of them. After Sheng Xiao heard that, he put Mu Qiqi on his shoulder and walked into the bedroom. In this world, I'm the only one who can bully you. After saying that, he gave Mu Qiqi's round but a heavy slap. Qianqian hung up the phone so quickly because the Duan family had brought Duan Xiao into the hospital to visit Lu Qianqian. Duan Xiao and was reluctant, but he had to obey his parents. You still have the cheek to come here? Mama Lu almost went up to them, but Papa Lu stopped her. Don't be rash. Madam, I'm really sorry about what happened to Qianqian. So I've asked Xiao and to come and apologize to Qianqian. The Duan family knew that they were in the wrong, so they wanted to appease Mama Lu. But at that moment Lu Qianqian, who was lying on the bed, suddenly said, cancel the marriage. Everyone looked at Lu Qianqian, including Duan Xiaoan, because this woman had always been following him. No matter how hard he tried to drive her away, she never changed. But now, she said that she wanted to cancel the marriage? Could it be that she was trying to buy time? No need. I'll marry you if you get what you want. But I don't want to marry you anymore. Lu Qianqian shouted. Her voice was trembling. You should marry Bai Xinlan. Are you serious? Don't regret it. The Duan family should regret it. All these years, my mother has taken care of the Duan family because I like you. But from now on, there will be nothing. Lu Qianqian pretended to be tough, because she could not stand it anymore. Her mother had cried beside her bed the whole night. Qian, don't be angry. Xiaoan said those words out of anger. I promise you. Auntie, you don't have to promise me. Yesterday, I was pregnant with your Duan family's child, and went to look for him. But he lived with another woman. Do you really think I'm a slut? Lu Qian stubbornly held back her tears, and said to Mother Duan. Xiaoan, is what Qian said true? Yes. Before Duan Xiaoan could finish his words, Mama Duan slapped him. Bastard. Qian is such a good girl. She has liked you for so many years. How can you let her down like this? I am only 18 years old. I will be tied to her forever. If it were you, would you be willing? You don't have to be. From now on, we are only enemies. We have nothing else to do with each other. Lu Qian said through gritted teeth. That's great. I can continue to live my life happily. Get lost. Lu Qian picked up the bowl of medicine on the bedside table and threw it at Duan Xiaoan. Duan Xiaoan, when we are no longer related, I will not indulge that mistress anymore. You have to believe that with the Lu family's ability, I can make her suffer. Don't you dare. Of course I dare. In order not to aggravate the conflict between the two, Mama Duan dragged Duan Xiaoan out of the ward. At this time, Lu Qian was trembling. She was extremely emotional. Qian, don't be angry. Listen to me. Don't be angry. Dad, Mom, from now on, you can do whatever you want to the Duan family. You don't have to consider my feelings. Lu Qian grabbed her mother's shoulder and said, I want those who bullied me to pay the price. Qian, it's good that you understand. Papa Lu was relieved. Don't worry. That scumbag bullied my daughter. I will make the Duan family disappear from Jianchuan. Lu Qian nodded. She would not stay idle. Since that bitch Bai dared to steal her man, she would wait and see. This scene happened in the ward. When Mu Qiqi found out about it, she felt extremely happy. In the middle of the night, the two of them were still talking on the phone. They seemed to be chatting happily. Qian, you should slap that scumbag's face like this. Hit the left side and hit the right side. Chapter 164. What you said is very reasonable. Let's use the spirit of dealing with scumbags and sluts. We will defeat all those who look down on us. Sheng Xiao, who was lying beside Mu Qiqi, was woken up by her bold words. He sat up drowsily and held her in his arms. He stroked her messy hair. Don't be so long-winded. Go to sleep. Mu Qiqi was afraid that she would agitate Qian, so she covered her phone. After a while they hung up. Mu Qiqi raised her head and looked at Sheng Xiao carefully. Sheng Xiao's hair and singlet were messy in his sleep, but it added a touch of sexiness to him. Mu Qiqi stretched out her finger to touch his lips, but Sheng Xiao grabbed her hand. Are you going to sleep? Or do you want to do something else? Mu Qiqi was so scared that she quickly closed her eyes. This man loved to tease her so much. The next day, Mu Qiqi went to school as usual. But she also saw Bai Xinlan in school. Now that Qian said that she wanted to cancel the engagement with the scumbag, they should be even more reckless. Sure enough, during lunch Mu Qiqi saw Duan Xiao, and at the basketball court of Shengting University, Bai Xinlan was standing beside him, wiping his sweat and handing him water. Qian had sacrificed so many years of her youth for a man who played with her feelings. Mu Qiqi felt disgusted just thinking about it. Everyone said that every girl should meet a few scumbags, because that was the only way to grow and mature. But in this world, there were also men who did not play with their feelings. They respected women and valued their feelings. So Mu Qiqi felt that this saying was not entirely true. Mu Qiqi felt uncomfortable when she thought about Qian lying in the hospital while the scumbag and the slut were flirting with each other. But she knew that Qian would not let her wait for too long. Bai Xinlan saw Mu Qiqi passing by the basketball court when she was talking to Duan Xiaoan. So, she immediately put down her towel and chased after her. Mu Qiqi, did you see that? Even rich ladies like you will lose to us commoners one day. Of course, rich ladies like us will lose to commoners like you. After all, it is the most basic thing. We want our reputation but you don't. Mu Qiqi said without turning her head. Am I more shameless than that woman who got pregnant before marriage? Bai Xinlan chased after her and blocked her way. You knew that she was engaged and pregnant, yet you still interfered. Don't you think you're already the most shameless person in the world? Mu Qiqi asked with a smile. You don't have to show off in front of me just because you have the upper hand. Listen, my time is different from yours. You spend your time seducing men and posing on the bed every day. That's your life. But we still need to play the piano, attend parties, go shopping and buy diamonds. Can Duan Xiao and give you those? Bai Xinlan could not refute Mu Qiqi at all. Isn't she still going to lose to men even though she's rich? Bai Xinlan, listen carefully. I am giving you a piece of advice. Since you managed to get into Shengting University, it means that you are not bad. You should know the relationship between the Duan family and the Lu family. The Duan family has been relying on the Lu family for so many years. Do you think that without the Lu family, Duan Xiao, and is still the young master? After saying that, Mu Qiqi pushed Bai Xinlan away and walked past her. Bai Xinlan was so angry that her chest hurt. She seemed to have no choice but to shout at Mu Qiqi. You are not easy to deal with either, are you? Even the crown prince fell in love with you. But do you think that you can marry into the Sheng family? I'm not sure if I can marry into the Sheng family, but I am sure that I can make you disappear from Jianchuan. Do you want to try? Of course, Bai Xinlan did not dare to do that. She dared to attack Qianqian because Duan Xiaoan was a fool. But who dared to provoke Sheng Xiao? He was like a devil. He was moody. Who dared to provoke him? Just you wait. Very soon, the crown prince will dump you. Mu Qiqi did not even turn her head. She was amused. There was a reason why a scumbag and a bitch were attracted to each other. After all, birds of a feather flock together. Did Bai Xinlan think that she could provoke Mu Qiqi? She was completely wrong. Mu Qiqi did not even mention this couple in front of Qianqian. Who was she? Bai Xinlan could only go back to Duan Xiaoan. That Mu Qiqi is also a bitch. Don't provoke her. Duan Xiaoan warned her sternly. Otherwise, no one can save you. Of course, Bai Xinlan knew how scary Sheng Xiao was. But she was not willing to give up. She was waiting for the day when Sheng Xiao dumped Mu Qiqi. She would laugh to her heart's content. But she might not be able to wait for that day. She would only wait for Qianqian's revenge. Qianqian thought about it for the whole night and the whole morning. Although her body was fine now, the wound in her heart was still there. So Qianqian called Mu Qiqi in the afternoon and told her that she was going to Shengting University. Are you feeling better now? It's not a big deal. Don't worry. Let me vent my anger first. Then I will feel better. Okay. She is in class 4 of the finance faculty. After getting the information from Mu Qiqi, Lu Qianqian went to Shengting University with 4 bodyguards. She waited at the entrance of Bai Xinlan's classroom. When Bai Xinlan finished her class, Lu Qianqian went up to her and shouted, Bai Xinlan. Bai Xinlan turned around. Before she could see who it was, Lu Qianqian gave her a slap. Everyone present was dumbfounded. Because they were at the entrance of the classroom, there were many people who saw the scene. But Lu Qianqian was not afraid. She pointed at Bai Xinlan and said, Don't steal someone else's fiancé next time. I will give Duan Xiaoan to you. Bai Xinlan did not expect that Lu Qianqian would come to the university and in front of so many people. Let your classmates take a good look at him. Remember, if they are in the same faculty as you, they must take good care of their boyfriend. Otherwise, one day, he will become your boyfriend. After saying that, Lu Qianqian put on her sunglasses and raised her chin. Then she left Shengting University with her bodyguards. At this moment, how could Bai Xinlan feel? Shame and anger were not enough to describe her expression. I heard that her handsome boyfriend is engaged. But you don't believe me. His wife has come to the university. Amazing. A bitch who steals someone else's boyfriend will die a horrible death. That is the young lady of the Lu family. She deserves to offend a rich man. Bai Xinlan could not bear the humiliation. She quickly left the classroom. She did not expect that Lu Qianqian would be serious. She thought that Duan Xiao and was a pushover because he did not say anything to Lu Qianqian. She did not expect that a vengeful woman could be so scary. Chapter 165. Qianqian had taken the first step. Now it was her turn to take the first step. Although they were facing different situations, there was no difference between the scumbags. They were all trash. Mu Qiqi was looking forward to what would happen when she returned to the Shen family tonight. Soon Mu Qiqi finished her last class and left the school. When they got out of the school, she found Sheng Xiao's car and got on it excitedly. Then, she told Sheng Xiao about Qianqian's visit to the school. This is how Qianqian used to be. She did not ruin herself for a scumbag. Grandpa is at the Sheng family. Mu Qiqi did not understand what Sheng Xiao meant. Your grandpa is having tea at the Sheng family. He went back to Jianchuan early in the morning. But he did not rush home after he knew that Rong Junhan asked you to go to the Shen family. Sheng Xiao explained. This is going to be a good show. Are you suspecting that my grandpa purposely found an excuse to visit his sick patient? But he was actually testing Rong Junhan to see if she would cause trouble for me? It's true that he visited his sick patient. It's also true that he is testing her. Sheng Xiao smiled. It's going to be fun. Then, I am looking forward to it. Mu Qiqi hugged Sheng Xiao's arm and kissed him on the cheek. Let's go for dinner first. I will have the strength to argue with those people later. Sheng Xiao lowered his head and kissed her head. Then, they went back to the small mansion and had a good dinner. Before they left, Su Zipei reminded Mu Qiqi. But don't go too far. Don't be too ugly. Aunt Rong Junhan is hiding Mu Tongxue. Who asked you to be so polite to her? Aren't there other people in the Shen family? Mu Qiqi was amused by Su Zipei's words. Don't worry. I know what to do. Then, Mu Qiqi got into Sheng Xiao's car. But she noticed that there was one more person in the car. Sheng Xiao had moved from the front seat to the back seat. Let Jingyin drive. We don't want to be photographed. You will be photographed even if you sit in the back seat. Just tell me if you are worried. Sheng Xiao glanced at her and closed his eyes. Stop nagging. Mu Qiqi did not expose him anymore. After all, Sheng Xiao had many such excuses in the past. But it was all because he was worried about her. For example, when the sports car entered the garage, she was still impressed. After you go in, be careful. If you're bullied, call me immediately. I know. Mu Qiqi nodded. With such a heartwarming lover, what was there for her to be afraid of? Soon, the car arrived at the Shen family's compound. Mu Qiqi got off the car at the iron gate and asked Jing Yin to accompany Sheng Xiao. Still, when Mu Qiqi got out of the car, Jing Yin turned to Sheng Xiao and said, Young master, the matter has been investigated. Perhaps Mu Qiqi did not notice that Jing Yin's return meant that the investigation of Shen Jianchuan's second injury was almost completed. She was not in the mood to ask about it, but Sheng Xiao simply sat up and looked at Jing Yin. What's your conclusion? The old headmaster is already dead, so I thought that the clue was cut off. However, the old headmaster's daughter-in-law was also involved in the matter. According to her, she saw a woman looking for the old headmaster, but her surname wasn't wrong. Names can be made up. We'll talk about it later tonight. Sheng Xiao knew that this matter would not go smoothly. After all, it had been a long time. Rong Junhan had plenty of time to think about it. Even if there were loopholes in the case, she should have fixed most of them after all these years. But as long as it was done by someone, there would be evidence. So, he would continue to investigate. When Mu Qiqi entered the Shen family, the Shens seemed to have been waiting for her for a long time. They were all sitting on the sofa. Third uncle and third aunt were sitting on the left, and second uncle and aunt were sitting on the right. Rong Junhan was sitting on the main seat. Was it a joint hearing? Only youngest aunt was not here. Qiqi, have you eaten? Rong Junhan asked Mu Qiqi calmly when she saw her entering the living room. Yes, I have. We did not eat because we were waiting for you. Rong Junhan suppressed her anger and said to her. This house is full of elders waiting for you. Shouldn't you apologize when you come in? Apologize? Mu Qiqi was stunned. She pretended to be innocent. First of all, Aunt Rong, you called me to come home for dinner. But you did not tell me the time. Moreover, I still have homework and experiments to do. It's just that I came late. You are an elder. Do you have to make things difficult for me? Don't tell me that everyone is starving just to teach me a lesson. Muchichi. Rong Junhan was furious. We don't care how you behave in the Mu family. We don't care if you have no manners or rules. But now you are in the Shin family. You must abide by the rules in the Shin family. You made everyone embarrassed when you appeared. Your elders are gossiping about you. Don't you need to be taught a lesson? How did I let you be gossiped about? Muchichi could not help but ask. You still have the cheek to ask. Rong Junhan slammed the glass table in front of her. You are so close to the Lu family's daughter, who got pregnant out of wedlock. People are saying that you are not clean. They are engaged, Muchichi said. What do you mean by not clean? This matter has humiliated the Shin family. And you are still so arrogant. You don't respect your elders at all. You are so stubborn. Then, Rong Junhan pointed at Muchichi and shouted, Kneel down. Grandpa is not here and you are acting like the head of the family. Muchichi sneered. Why? Eldest sister and eldest brother's wedding is going to be held soon. Are you still not happy? Huang Yu was sitting at the side. She rolled her eyes and asked Muchichi. They are not married yet. Isn't it too early to talk about being the head of the family? Muchichi was not the same as before. She used to watch gangster movies to learn how to use a tone to fight back. Now she could handle such a situation, because Sheng Xiao had given her enough confidence. Rong Junhan was prepared when she saw Muchichi was not obedient. She gestured to the two men she invited to the front. They wanted to force Muchichi to kneel down. But Muchichi noticed them. She turned around and pointed at the two men. We are talking about human rights now. If you dare to do anything, I will definitely sue you in court. Don't listen to her nonsense. She is just a child. The two men did not listen to Muchichi. They stretched out their hands and held her down. But Muchichi did not kneel down. Chichi, I'm doing this for your own good. After all, the Shin family is not a place where you can mess around. It's not easy for the elders to handle things. So, I don't care if you're willing to accept it or not. You'll have to be punished. Rong Junhan said to Muchichi in a righteous manner. You make it sound nice. But you are just venting your anger. What era are we in now? There is punishment. Muchichi sneered. Grandpa should be at the door now. Chapter 166. What are you waiting for? Ask her to kneel down. The two men held Muchichi and wanted to force her to kneel down. But Grandpa Shun, who was standing at the door, could not stand it anymore. He walked out. Stop. Everyone was stunned when they heard Grandpa Shun's voice. They took a deep breath and stood up from the sofa. Grandpa Shun walked out from behind the screen and looked at everyone in the living room. Then he walked to Rong Junhan. Before she could say anything, Grandpa Shun slapped her. Who do you think you are? How dare you show off in front of us? Father. Father, second brother and Huang Yu were shocked. That's eldest sister-in-law. The Shen family is indebted to her. She is your benefactor. But what benefactor to me? Take care of my eldest son for me? He is her fiancé. Did Grandpa Shen force her? Even if she is our benefactor, Jinchuan should be the one to return the favor. How can she behave like this in front of us? Is she married into our family? Second elder and Huang Yu were speechless. After I die, will the Shen family change their surname to Rong? Father, calm down. Eldest sister asked Muchichi to come here just to tell her the rules of the Shen family. Third aunt added fuel to the fire. But she just said a few words, and she already asked her to kneel down. I don't understand it. But I don't dare to say anything. Grandpa Shen was so dignified that no one dared to say anything. Especially Rong Junhan, who was slapped. She stood at the side, and her lips were trembling. She was angry and scared at the same time. When I arrived at Jianchuan this morning, I heard that you were in a hurry to find Muchichi. You just wanted to bully her when I was not around. So I purposely went to the Sheng family for morning tea. I wanted to see if you, as the elders of the Shen family, have any sense of shame in your heart. I've been listening at the door for a long time. 5 adults and 2 thugs bullying an 18-year-old girl. You. Good job. Grandpa Shen was so angry that he laughed. Is this the good son I taught? I can't believe it. Father, you can't say it like that. It's a fact that Muchichi and Lu Qianqian are too close to each other. It's a disgrace to the Shen family. Who do you think you are? How dare you talk back to me? Because of Huang Yu's words, Grandpa Sheng's anger exploded even more. Your father is a murderer. Why aren't you a murderer? You haven't learned anything, but you've learned to be strict with others and lenient to yourself? When you entered the Shen family and caused a rumor, did I ever find trouble with you? Huang Yu was stunned by the old master's words and didn't dare to speak anymore. Tears welled up in her eyes and she almost cried. Don't pretend to be innocent in front of me. If you want to bully Chi-Chi, wait until I can't move my old bones anymore. Then you can try to ride on my head. Mu Tongxue was really despicable in the past. But she was right about one thing. You worship Rong Junhan like a god. But to me she's an outsider. I'm warning you, second brother and second daughter-in-law. If you still can't tell right from wrong, and try to sow discord in the family, get out of here. I don't want ungrateful people. As for third brother and you, third daughter-in-law, behave yourself. If you want to get involved in this kind of thing again, get out of here. Grandpa Shen was serious. He was furious. So the two Shen brothers knelt down immediately. Huang Yu did not move. Third daughter-in-law was shocked too. She knelt down immediately. This is my territory. Can't I control my people? Father, I've been in the Shen family for so many years. How much have I done for the Shen family? Rong Junhan was heartbroken. You did it for the Shen family? Your brother caused trouble in the past and got one of his legs broken. He was locked up in the detention center. Who helped him get out? The Rong family almost went bankrupt 3 times. Who helped you get through that? Who was the one who got the land to build your dance school? Do you dare to say that you didn't get anything from the Shen family? Rong Junhan was stunned. How would Grandpa Shen know about this? It was second elder Shen, who had helped him with all these things. Is there anything that I don't know about in this family? I was wondering why second brother and second sister had helped eldest brother to repay eldest brother's kindness for taking care of him all these years. Third daughter-in-law sneered. Shut up, all of you. I've already said the ugly words. When Mu Chi-Chi comes to the Shen family in the future, you must be polite. If you bully her again, you don't need to call me your father anymore. Just call Rong Junhan your sister-in-law. His words were harsh enough, and Grandpa Sheng did not want to see his children's faces at all. He waved at Chi-Chi. Xiao-Chi, come with Grandpa. After Mu Chi-Chi got rid of the 2 men, she walked to Grandpa Shen and held him. Grandpa, come with me to the study. I'm sick of looking at these people. Grandpa Shen brought Mu Chi-Chi away. It was a warning to the Shen family, especially third daughter-in-law. She said to Huang Yu and Rong Junhan after Grandpa Shen left. We wanted to capture eldest brother's daughter and humiliate her when father was not around. But we didn't expect that father played us. He made you fall into his trap. We didn't come for nothing. Otherwise we would have missed a good show. Then, third brother and third daughter-in-law went back to their room. Only Huang Yu helped Rong Junhan up. Eldest sister, don't be sad. Don't take father's words to heart. I'm fine. But you father said something so cruel. You must forgive him. Otherwise, I will be a sinner. Rong Junhan was referring to Grandpa Shen saying that Huang Yu's father was a murderer. Huang Yu shook her head. Although she was shocked at that moment, she still reflected on herself after that. It seemed that it was too much to ask of Mu Chi-Chi. It's fine. Let Mu Chi-Chi go for now. There will be more chances in the future. She won't be so lucky next time. I don't believe that Grandpa Shen can protect her at any time. After entering the study, Grandpa Shen sat on the chair alone. He was sulking. Mu Chi-Chi walked to Grandpa Shen and said helplessly, I wouldn't have come if I knew that you would be so angry. Grandpa, I know that you are drinking tea at Sheng Mansion. Of course I know that you know. Sheng Xiao told you, said Grandpa Shen. The old man replied, Silly girl, you knew that you would be wronged if I tested them, yet you still dared to come here alone. If I didn't come, I wouldn't be able to vent my anger. How uncomfortable would it be? Mu Chi-Chi smiled. Moreover, I'm fine. You heard it just now. I didn't let them take advantage of me. Chapter 167. Then why are you so protective of me? Speaking of this, Grandpa Shen looked at Muqiqi and thought of Shen Jianchuan. I believe in you because you have been through so many hardships, but you still insist on being yourself. This state of mind is commendable. You and eldest brother are both my good children. In the future, you should come to the Shen family. This is also your home. With Grandpa Shen around, they will not dare to do anything to you. Muqiqi nodded and held Grandpa Shen's hand. Don't be angry. How can you protect me if you hurt your health? And Grandpa, you and Dad should be careful. I know what you are worried about. Little girl, you are thinking too much. Grandpa Shen smiled happily. He felt that it was worth it to be angry just now. It was because Muqiqi knew that Shen Jianchuan had been hurt twice, and the person who bumped into her father might be Rong Junhan. Grandpa Shen made Rong Junhan suffer in the Shen family today. Maybe she was going to do the same thing again for some reason. Muqiqi did not dare to take the risk. You are tired. You should rest now. I will leave after you rest. Forget it. You should go back. Jing Yun is still waiting for you outside. Speaking of which, this Xing Xiao is really a good friend. Old Master Shen patted Muqiqi's hand and said, I'm still healthy now. Don't be afraid. Muqiqi and Grandpa Shen looked at each other and nodded. All right. I will go home now. Grandpa Shen blinked. He was no longer as fierce as he was just now. He had become a kind old man again. Other than her aunt, this was the second family member who could treat her sincerely. Muqiqi only hoped that Grandpa Shen could live a long life. After that, Muqiqi left the Shen family. Maybe it was because of Grandpa Shen's scolding. So the Shens did not deliberately make things difficult for her anymore. Although they still looked at her with disgust. Muqiqi left the Shen family's courtyard and got into the car parked outside. But Jing Yin was no longer there. Sheng Xiao had taken his place. I could feel the intensity in the hall even when I was outside. Grandpa came back just in time. I'm not hurt, Muqiqi replied. Of course. He arrived not long after you went in. The old fox was watching the show at the door. So there's nothing for me to do. Sheng Xiao patted Muqiqi's head. I'll feel more secure with more people protecting you. Xiao Xiao. But in terms of words, I might suffer a little. How about it? Do you regret that I let you return to the Shen family? Muqiqi quickly shook her head. You don't know how grateful I am. In the past, I had a father and a grandfather, but I felt like I had nothing. Now that I've regained what I lost, and it's with sincerity, I suddenly feel that I'm the happiest person in the world, especially, I have you. Seeing the passion in her eyes, Sheng Xiao pinched her chin and smiled. Little one, your mouth is getting sweeter. I'm just worried about the safety of Dad and Grandpa. Your grandfather is a veteran. What can escape his eyes? Sheng Xiao snorted. Then he started the car and drove Muqiqi home. On the way back, Sheng Xiao thought of Jing Yun's investigation. Jing Yun found out about the old dean. But it's a pity that he has passed away. And his daughter is involved in it. But, she told Jing Yun that the woman who bumped into your father is called Tang Shui. Not Rong Junhan. I suspect that it's a fake name. But we need evidence. Let's see if Rong Junhan has used the name Tang Shui for anything else. Muqiqi looked at Sheng Xiao. She felt that this man was really meticulous. He could even be a policeman. Xiao Xiao. Thank you so much, Special Assistant. Why? Are you worried? Yes, I'm worried. Who asked him to be your special assistant? Sheng Xiao glanced at her and snorted. Then he stopped talking. But when should we tell Grandpa about this? If this is really Rong Junhan's doing, then we can't imagine how deep this woman's bottom line is. She might do anything. I will ask Jing Yun to find all the evidence before the wedding. Muqiqi trusted Sheng Xiao. So she trusted Jing Yun too. But that night, Rong Junhan was furious after she was slapped by Grandpa Shen. She used to have a good relationship with the Shen family. But because of Muqiqi's appearance, everything changed. Then she thought of Mu Tangxue. So, she went to the dance school to look for her. Mu Tangxue was hidden by Rong Junhan. She was asked to imitate Muqiqi. And she must look exactly like Muqiqi. And recently, Rong Junhan even brought her to get a mole for a tattoo. Actually, Mu Tangxue did not want herself to be like Muqiqi. She was not Muqiqi's shadow. But, she had to obey Rong Junhan for her own survival. Otherwise, There would be no place for her in this big world. They probably thought that the tattoo on Muqiqi's ear was done randomly, but they did not know that it was Sheng Zhao's name. When you are ready, I will bring you to Shen Jianchuan. He is the first obstacle you have to pass. Shen Jianchuan had just woken up. Moreover, he had been sleeping for so many years. His brain should not be working so well. It should not be difficult to fool him. But in fact, she did not know how smart Shen Jianchuan was. The next day, Muqiqi called Qianqian early in the morning, because Qianqian was worried about the result of her going to the Shen family. She did not want Muqiqi to be bullied, but after listening to Muqiqi's exciting part, she felt very happy. That Rong guy is really arrogant. But then again, Qiqi, I have nothing to say about Grandpa Shen's treatment of you. It can be said that he has made up for the lack of familial love that you have lacked in the past 10 years. How are you now? You have vented your anger yesterday. What's next? I have taught the scumbag a lesson. Now it's the scumbag's turn, said Lu Qianqian. No, it should be the whole Duan family. Think about it. Duan Xiao and I have been together for so many years. How can his parents not know about it? But they have never disciplined Duan Xiaoan. Don't they have any responsibility? They only know how to ask my parents for help every day. They use Duan Xiao and as a bargaining chip. Now that bargaining chip is worthless to me. Let's see if the Duan family will panic or not. No matter what happened in the past, it will be the result now. The Duan family will definitely come and beg you, said Muqiqi. Wasn't that what a rich family was like? It was always about benefits. Chapter 168. Muqiqi was right. The Duan family was shocked when they found out about Lu Qianqian's attitude. Qianqian had always tolerated her son's misdeeds outside. So they thought that Lu Qianqian was just throwing a tantrum this time. Who knew that the Lu family's lawyer would soon come and terminate all cooperation? When Papa Duan knew about it, he scolded Duan Xiao and asked Mama Duan to bring Duan Xiao and to the Lu family to apologize. So mother and son arrived at the Lu family early in the morning. Qianqian, that mother and son have been waiting downstairs for almost 2 hours. Are you really not going to go down and meet them? Mama Lu crossed her arms and watched Lu Qianqian dress up in her room. I used to follow Duan Xiao and like a dog. What's wrong with asking him to wait now? Lu Qianqian said nonchalantly. If you don't want them to wait, just say that I'm not here. Mama Lu patted Lu Qianqian's shoulder. My daughter has really grown up. Mommy, don't worry. Lu Qianqian turned around and held Mama Lu's hand. I won't let you worry anymore. Since they are not important, let's not meet them. What's the big deal? Having said that, Mama Lu went downstairs and returned to the living room. She said to Mama Duan, I'm sorry, Mrs. Duan. I went upstairs to call Qianqian again just now and realized that she was not at home. It's my fault for making you wait for so long. I'm sorry. Please go back. In fact, everyone knew that Lu Qianqian was at home, but she refused to come down. In-laws, Mrs. Duan, since Qianqian and Duan Xiaoan have broken off their engagement, there is no such thing as in-laws. Mama Lu corrected Mama Duan. This is a big thing in life. How can it be broken off just like that? Mama Lu's eyes changed color when she heard that. In the Lu family, she was more arrogant than Papa Lu. In the past, she tolerated her daughter because she liked her daughter. Now that her daughter did not like her, how could she spoil her? We won't talk about all the affairs your son has had outside. I've told Qianqian many times before. Why do you want such a man? She was very persistent. Alright, I'll wait and see. I didn't expect your son to be even more powerful. He's engaged to my Qianqian, and he's living with another woman. He even caused my daughter to have a miscarriage. If I had given birth to this beast, I would have kicked it to death. Trash. What's the point of living in this world? Qianqian used to give in to him, didn't she? Your whole family thinks that the Lu family owes you, right? Now my daughter doesn't like him anymore. I'll get someone to buy firecrackers and set them up at the door. Mama Lu's words certainly did not spare the other party any face. What was the point of sparing him? Mama Duan's expression was unusually ugly, but she had to endure it. Mrs. Lu, please let me see Qianqian. Perhaps she will change her mind. Mama Lu sneered and nodded. I told you she's out. Since you want to see her, keep waiting. I have other things to do, so I won't keep you company. She's just a used shoe. She cancelled the engagement with me. Who else would want her? Duan Xiaoan muttered to himself. But in fact, it represented the Duan family's thoughts. Qianqian's miscarriage had become a big deal. Everyone in the circle knew about it. How could Qianqian get married? But Qianqian did not want to see them. So, the Duan family and Mama Duan waited in the Lu family's house for the whole day with an empty stomach, until Papa Lu came home at night. Finally, at dinner time, Lu Qianqian came downstairs. When Duan Xiaoan saw her, he went up to her and said, Do you know you've made me and my mother wait for the whole day? Did I beg you to wait? Lu Qianqian chuckled. Lu Qianqian, that's enough. Lu Qianqian shook off Duan Xiaoan and pushed him away. Who's messing with you? Our engagement has been cancelled. Why are you still here in the Lu family? Don't tell me you really think that I won't marry anyone but you? Yes, I did have a miscarriage. Everyone in the circle is laughing at me. But so what? At most, I won't get married. I'm the daughter of a rich family. I eat well and play well. Why must I need a man? After saying that, Lu Qianqian looked at Papa Lu and said, Dad, hurry up and cut ties with the Duan family. I don't want to see anyone from the Duan family. My dear daughter, I have asked the lawyers to handle it. In 3 days, the Duan family will be declared bankrupt. Papa Lu took off his coat and said to Lu Qianqian, Can't it be faster? Lu Qianqian walked to Papa Lu and said coquettishly, Is that so? Then I will make a few more calls later and send more lawyers. Papa Lu hugged Lu Qianqian and said, Why can't my daughter get married? Mama Duan and Duan Xiaoan's expressions were very interesting. The Duan family bullied you. I won't let them get away with it. Don't worry. Lu Qianqian tilted her head and looked at Duan Xiaoan. Did you hear that? Do you really think that the Duan family will lose without you? I don't think so. I will. Mama Duan and Duan Xiaoan did not expect that they would be snubbed by the Lu family. So they left the Lu family dejectedly. Lu Qianqian watched them leave and snorted coldly. Dad, do you think we can make the Duan family go bankrupt? Duan Xiaoan's father is not made for business. If it were not for the Lu family's support, the family would have gone bankrupt long ago. What do you think? Papa Lu patted Lu Qianqian's head. My dear daughter, I am afraid that you won't be able to do it. Dad, it's time to throw away the old things. That's good. Just wait and see. What about Mama Duan and Duan Xiaoan? When they got home they complained. Lu Qianqian, that bitch has been hiding all day. Not only that, she even humiliated me and Mom. So, what did you do when I asked you to sue for peace? Papa Duan slapped Duan Xiao, and when he heard what he said. If it were not for you, would Qianqian hate you so much? Would the Lu family take revenge on the Duan family like this? Dad, just wait and see. Based on the Lu family's speed, they will withdraw all the money they invested in the Duan family in a few days. Really? Is there no way to save it? Mama Duan did not want to stick her warm face to the Lu family's cold buttocks. The Lu family has tried their best all these years, Papa Duan said. Then he looked at Duan Xiaoan fiercely. In order to deal with the bankruptcy, Xiaoan's villa, sports car, and everything valuable will be confiscated. Dad. Chapter 169. Papa Duan was a man of his words. Duan Xiaoan had nothing in one night. He had promised Bai Xinlan yesterday that he would bring her to order a ring. But now, he had less than 100 yuan. He had nothing. However, he believed that Bai Xinlan truly liked him. She would not mind whether he had these worldly possessions or not. So, early in the morning he still went to Shengting University. But this time he did not drive. Bai Xinlan asked him, Why didn't you drive? There was a small problem. Duan Xiaoan touched his nose and answered, Let's go. I have already made an appointment with the designer. Let's go and order the ring now. Duan Xiaoan did not say anything. He went to the jewelry store with Bai Xinlan. If it was in the past, he would not even bat an eye at such a price. But now he had no money at all. Bai Xinlan seemed to be very happy. She kept exchanging ideas with the designer. But when it came to the price, Duan Xiaoan's expression was very unnatural. But Bai Xinlan did not notice it. Miss Bai, this is the bill. Do you want to pay by card or cash? Bai Xinlan took the bill and passed it to Duan Xiaoan. But Duan Xiaoan did not move. What's wrong? Xinlan. Actually, I have no money. Duan Xiaoan could not pretend anymore. He had to tell Bai Xinlan the truth. Bai Xinlan's face changed when she heard it. What nonsense are you talking about? You are the young master of the Duan family. How can you not have money? When the jewelry store designer saw the two of them like this, he knew that today's work was for nothing. So he rolled his eyes and left. Duan Xiaoan took a deep breath. In order not to let more people laugh at him, he pulled Bai Xinlan and hurriedly walked out of the jewelry shop. Xinlan, actually my car and everything else have been taken back by my father. What do you mean? Our family might go bankrupt because... Bai Xinlan was stunned when she heard the word bankrupt. Because of Lu Qianqian. Yes. The Lu family is going to destroy our family. Duan Xiaoan admitted honestly. Then you should have told us earlier. If you had told us that you have no money, we would not have come here to embarrass ourselves. Bai Xinlan said angrily. Do you know how embarrassed I was just now? Xian Lan, you said that you like being with me. Save it. Why would I want to be with you if I don't have money? Bai Xinlan pushed Duan Xiaoan's hand away and hailed a taxi. She had never thought that Lu Qianqian would be so ruthless. First, she had made her unable to behave in school. Now, she had cut off the Duan family's livelihood in the business world. It seemed that she had encountered a tough nut to crack this time. Only by leaving early could one protect themselves. Duan Xiaoan thought that Bai Xinlan was angry, so he took a taxi to school and waited for her in class. But Bai Xinlan was not in the mood to talk to him. Her contact list was full of rich people. Why did she want to be with this poor guy? Soon there were rumors in the school. I heard that Bai Xinlan's rich boyfriend's family went bankrupt. Didn't you see him taking a taxi to school recently? What's going on? What gossip? I heard that it was her boyfriend's fiancé's family who did it to avenge her daughter. How ruthless. They deserve it. That's what they deserve. Bai Xinlan saw that they had no money, so she tried to avoid them. She is too practical. I hope that Bai Xinlan will die. Mu Qiqi had heard a lot of such rumors, but she just smiled. After all, beasts were not worthy of sympathy. It also showed how determined Qianqian was to make the Duan family collapse overnight. Especially when she saw Duan Xiaoan coming to stop Bai Xinlan a few times. But Bai Xinlan ignored him. That scene was so satisfying. She would be happy if Duan Xiaoan was completely destroyed. Soon the class was over. Mu Qiqi walked out of the lab. She was about to call Sheng Xiao to tell him that she was at the south gate of the school. But Duan Xiaoan stopped her. Mu Qiqi was stunned. She put away her phone and looked at Duan Xiaoan. Why do you like to come to me? Because you are good friends with Lu Qianqian. Duan Xiaoan was dispirited. He had lost his source of income and his status. Now he was just a poor guy. He looked miserable. Tell me what you want. I want to go home. Can't you ask Lu Qianqian to let me go? I have nowhere to go now. I have no other way. Even if I know that you will not help me, I still want to try. You are right. I will not help you, Mu Qiqi said coldly. Then, she wanted to walk past Duan Xiaoan. But Duan Xiaoan grabbed her arm. Let go. I won't let go. At this moment, a black car suddenly appeared at the gate of the school. The man in the driver's seat saw Mu Qiqi being grabbed and quickly rolled down the window. Although he was wearing sunglasses, his temperament and appearance could easily expose his identity. He asked Duan Xiaoan directly, Do you want to die a worse death? Duan Xiaoan turned around. When he saw Sheng Xiao, he quickly let go, because he knew that the Lu family would only make his family bankrupt. But Sheng Xiao could hang him in the forest and starve him for 3 days and 3 nights. If you want to live, you should go to the Lu family and apologize to them. It's useless to catch my people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Duan Xiaoan immediately bowed and apologized to Sheng Xiao. In the future, You better stay at least 10 meters away from my Chi-Chi. Otherwise I will take action. Duan Shaoan was frightened. He quickly raised his hands and surrendered. Then he ran away from the two. Mu Chi-Chi saw that Duan Xiao and was so afraid of Sheng Xiao. She smiled and got into Sheng Xiao's car. I was stopped when I was about to call you. Although I warned Duan Shaoan, you must be careful in case he does something desperate. I know. Mu Chi-Chi nodded. It seems that the Liu family has given him a big blow. You don't have to waste your time on this kind of person. After dinner, I will send you to the hospital to see your father. Sheng Xiao did not want to waste any more words on Duan Shaoan. Okay. Mu Chi-Chi nodded. She had not seen her father for a few days, but she did not know that Rong Junhan had planned to let Mu Tongxue appear in front of Shen Jianchuan tonight. Chapter 170. It was 7 o'clock at night when Mu Chi-Chi arrived at the hospital with Su Zipei's chicken soup. Rong Junhan was in the ward. When she saw Mu Chi-Chi, she said to Shen Jianchuan as if nothing had happened, I will go to the small kitchen in the hospital to prepare dinner for you. In fact, Rong Junhan hated Mu Chi-Chi because of what happened in the Shen family that day. Another reason was that she had to prepare the clothes for Mu Tongxue. Shen Jianchuan nodded, but his eyes followed Mu Chi-Chi. After Rong Junhan left, Mu Chi-Chi let her guard down. She said to Shen Jianchuan, Father, are you okay? Shen Jianchuan felt Mu Chi-Chi's caring gaze. He nodded slightly and expressed his thoughts with simple words. Very good. Did Aunt Rong bully you? Shen Jianchuan shook his head when he heard Mu Chi-Chi's question. That's good. Actually, Mu Chi-Chi did not believe what Shen Jianchuan said, but she was still not sure about her father's character. So, she was afraid that he would be deceived by Rong Junhan. Shen Jianchuan was satisfied as long as he could see his daughter. No matter how difficult the rehabilitation was, he had the courage to overcome it. Shen Jianchuan looked at his daughter carefully, because she looked very much like Su Ziqing when she was young. However, when he saw the tattoo on her left earlobe, he could not help but ask, this tattoo looks like a person's name. Is it? Mu Chi-Chi was stunned for a moment. She did not expect her father to see through her. But it was only for a moment. She put away her surprise and answered Shen Jianchuan. It's my savior. In order to express my respect and admiration for him, and also to remind myself to live a good life, I tattooed it on my ear. Shen Jianchuan's eyes were full of pity and helplessness. It's all my fault. No, it has nothing to do with you. Mu Chi-Chi smiled and said, if you really feel sorry for me, please get well soon, okay? Shen Jianchuan drank the chicken soup that his daughter fed him with satisfaction. Then, he listened to Mu Chi-Chi talking about what happened in the Shen family that day. But in the end, he couldn't communicate like a normal person, so the father and daughter didn't talk much. Mu Chi-Chi stayed in the hospital for an hour. Then she left the hospital. Then, Rong Junhan came into the ward with dinner. Did you leave? Shen Jianchuan nodded. Chi-Chi still needs to be taught properly in the future. Shen Jianchuan did not reply, because Grandpa Shen and Mu Chi-Chi had told him everything that happened in the Shen family. He did not know if Mu Chi-Chi needed to be taught, but he knew very well how vicious Rong Junhan was. Whenever they had the chance, they would try to bully Mu Chi-Chi. Most of the reason was because Mu Chi-Chi was too similar to Su Ziqing. Very soon, Shen Jianchuan finished his dinner. A moment later, that familiar face appeared outside the ward again. Rong Junhan saw Mu Chi-Chi again. She asked, why are you back? I left something behind, so I came to look for it. Rong Junhan snorted softly. She did not say anything. Anyway, that was how she treated Mu Chi-Chi. And this Mu Chi-Chi walked to Shen Jianchuan's bedside and sat down again. Father. Shen Jianchuan looked at his daughter lovingly. But he had a strong feeling that this daughter's gaze was very different from the one he met just now. Mu Chi-Chi's gaze was firm and confident just now. But this Mu Chi-Chi's gaze was flickering with uneasiness. Although they looked exactly the same, Shen Jianchuan could still see the subtle differences between them. After all, every time Mu Chi-Chi came, he would take a few more glances at his daughter. He knew how she was like, and what kind of expressions she liked to make. Then, Shen Jianchuan deliberately looked at Mu Qiqi's earlobe. He saw her tattoo again. He asked, "Why did you tattoo a few letters on your ear? Is there any special meaning?" Mu Tongxue touched her earlobe. Then she answered, "There is no special meaning. It just looks nice." Shen Jianchuan knew the answer, but he did not show it. He treated Mu Qiqi the same way he treated her. He said, "What did you leave behind? Hurry up and look for it." "The key to the house." Mu Tongxue looked around quickly. Then, she bent down and pretended to find it beside Shen Jianchuan's bed. "Oh my God. I thought I lost it. It's too late now. You should go back and rest. Qiqi, can you come to the hospital again this weekend to visit me? He's doing his rehabilitation today. I need some encouragement." Of course. Mu Tongxue was delighted. Did it mean that she had passed the test when Shen Jianchuan said that to her? Rong Junhan signaled her to leave. She had performed well tonight. If she did not look closely, she could not even tell the difference between Mu Qiqi and Mu Tongxue, let alone Shen Jianchuan. But how would they know? Even if they looked exactly the same, Mu Tongxue could not really imitate Mu Qiqi, because the eyes could not lie. Then there was the breath. If Mu Tongxue pretended to be deaf and dumb, and just stood there quietly, perhaps they would believe her. But once she opened her mouth, everything would be exposed. Moreover, Shen Jianchuan had confirmed it with the tattoo. Mu Qiqi said that the tattoo represented her benefactor's name. She used this method to express her admiration for her benefactor. But Mu Tongxue said that there was no meaning to it. It was just to look good. So, Shen Jianchuan and Mu Tongxue agreed to meet on the weekend. He wanted Grandpa Shen to inform Mu Tongxue, so that she could come to the hospital too. He wanted to see how Mu Tongxue could justify herself by then. Of course, he also wanted to see Rong Junhan's reaction. Rong Junhan left the hospital not long after Mu Tongxue left. She smiled coldly when she saw Mu Tongxue waiting for her in the garage. "You're still useful. I did not raise you for nothing. So what should we do next?" It's easy for Shen Jianchuan. But it's not easy to deceive the other Shens, especially Grandpa Shen. Of course, you don't have to appear in front of them. You just need to listen to my arrangements and create trouble for them. Shen Jianchuan asked you to come to the hospital on the weekend. You can go for another checkup to see if there's anything wrong with your body. This is a good opportunity. You did well tonight. Did well. Did Rong Junhan really think that Shen Jianchuan believed her? The next morning, Shen Jianchuan asked the nurse to contact Grandpa Shen. He wanted to meet him. Grandpa Shen avoided the Shens and went to the hospital. He heard from Shen Jianchuan about the real and fake Mu Qiqi last night. Then he snorted angrily. Rong Junhan should not be underestimated. Does she think that we don't know what she wants to do by using Mu Tongxue? Chapter 171. Grandpa Shen looked at Shen Jianchuan. He pointed at him and smiled. "You are still the same as before." He was sharp and smart. Even though he had been asleep for many years, he was still clear-headed. "Father, we can't let Mu Qiqi get hurt again." "I know. I will make the arrangements." Then Grandpa Shen told Mu Qiqi and Sheng Xiao about this interesting incident. Mu Qiqi was actually very surprised after hearing that. After all, even the Mu family couldn't tell the difference between her and Mu Tongxue at times, let alone the fact that Mu Tongxue was pretending to be her. How could her father tell? Sheng Xiao saw that she was confused. So he said, "I told you that your father is different from the others in the Shen family. Do you believe me now?" Mu Qiqi remembered that Shen Jianchuan had asked her about the tattoo last night. She subconsciously touched the tattoo. "Last night, Dad guessed that this tattoo of mine was a person's name. So, I told him that it was the name of the person I admire the most. He did not ask much." Mu Qiqi was stunned. Sheng Xiao smiled when he heard the word admire. "How much do you admire him? Don't mess around." Mu Qiqi held his warm hand. "Did Dad figure it out because of this? No matter how he did it, at least we know that he did not fall into Mu Tongxue and Rong Junhan's trap. Don't you worry about your father now. He is not a person who needs to be taken care of as much as you think. Sheng Xiao knew that Mu Qiqi was worried about Grandpa Shen and Shen Jianxuan. It was because she knew how it felt to be framed. She did not want the people closest to her to be tortured. Although Shen Jianxuan had been framed and persecuted. Okay. Mu Qiqi nodded. Since father has made the arrangements, then we just need to wait for the show. I want to see how Mu Tongxue can imitate me. Humph. Sheng Xiao kissed Mu Qiqi on her lips. She can imitate your charm, but she can't imitate your taste. Uft. Mu Qiqi blushed. This man always liked to tease her regardless of the occasion. These few days, it was not only the Shen family that was bustling with activity. By Xinlan and Duan Xiao, Anne's matter was also a hot topic in Shengting University. Bai Xinlan was obviously unwilling to be with Duan Xiao, but Duan Xiao, and did not give up. He was full of affection for his mistress. It was a pity that this mistress only wanted to live a materialistic life. Without money, what else could she do? Hence, Duan Xiao, and was now a joke in Shengting University. He had tried all kinds of ways to stop Bai Xinlan, but he had never succeeded. The people in the school had been envious of him in the beginning, but now they hated him. It was clear that the attention they paid to scum like him had lost its novelty. Bai Xinlan was even more annoyed. She had finally found a rich man, but Duan Xiaoan kept pestering her. She had to think of a way to get rid of this poor man. Soon Duan Xiaoan saw Bai Xinlan near the school. There was a black luxury car picking her up. Duan Xiaoan was furious. He chased after the car and stopped it. He wanted to drag Bai Xinlan out of the car. But the person in the car pushed him away. Are you crazy? Xinlan, come home with me. Are you crazy? We were just fooling around. Why can't you understand? I was only after your money. You are an idiot. Do you really think that I am as loyal to you as your stupid fiancé? Let me tell you, Duan Xiaoan. When I was with you, I had 3 other men. Before I slept with you, I even had a threesome with them. The driver in front of Bai Xinlan was stunned when he heard this. How could his boss be so casual with his woman? Duan Xiaoan took a few steps back. He could not believe it. The way you are now is no different from when you hurt your fiancée. The way I treat you now is the way you used to treat her. Duan Xiaoan, you deserve to be left with nothing. Bai Xinlan was about to close the car door, but Duan Xiao and took out a dagger from his pocket and stabbed it at Bai Xinlan. Bai Xinlan screamed and dodged, so the dagger did not stab into her vital organs. Instead, it stabbed into her shoulder. Blood spurted out. The driver was shocked too. He quickly drove away. Duan Xiao and's eyes were bloodshot. He could not catch up with Bai Xinlan, but the bystanders had already called the police. After the attack, Duan Xiao and dropped the dagger in his hand and fell to the ground. Not long after, the police arrived. They handcuffed Duan Xiao and took him away. Duan Xiao and's parents received a call from the police. Duan Xiao and's mother was shocked. What are you waiting for? Go to the police station. The Lu family was settling the score with the Duan family, so there were not many people who were willing to help the Duan family. Now that Duan Xiao and was in trouble, Papa Duan did not have the ability to ask for help. He could only sigh. It's karma. It's that bastard's karma. Soon, the Lu family heard about Duan Xiao and's attack on the street. Mama Lu felt a chill down her spine. Luckily, Qianqian did not keep in touch with this murderer. Otherwise, Qianqian would be in danger. Lu Qianqian also heard about Duan Xiao and Bai Xinlan. Now, she could only say that the two of them deserved it. After Duan Xiaoan was arrested, Bai Xinlan was not any better. Although Duan Xiao and did not stab into her vital organs, her arm was temporarily crippled. She did not dare to move at all. After she entered the hospital, she cried and screamed. The driver called his boss in the hospital and told him what had happened. When the boss heard that Duan Xiao and was so extreme, he immediately asked his driver to leave Bai Xinlan and do nothing. So there was no one to take care of Bai Xinlan in the hospital. These scumbags. They only care about money and not people. Wasn't this a reflection of herself? It seemed that there was nothing wrong with being treated like this. I will sue Duan Xiaoan. I will sue the Duan family until they go bankrupt. After the incident, Lu Qianqian did not want to see Duan Shaoan anymore. Because there was no need to see him. Instead, she wanted to see Bai Xinlan. This woman didn't seem to realize that her doom was about to befall her. Qianqian told Mu Qiqi the news over the phone. But Sheng Xiao was not surprised at all when he heard about it. The 18-year-old Duan Xiao, and was obviously not willing to be toyed with and lose everything. So whenever Bai Xinlan said something extreme, he would lose control. Chapter 172. Duan Shaoan is not worthy of sympathy. But his parents have to suffer with him. I can't help but sigh. Sheng Xiao patted Mu Qiqi's head and smiled. Everyone has their own fate. I always thought that you are a person who doesn't believe in fate. I am telling you that you don't need to worry about other people's business. Sure enough, it was Sheng Xiao's style. He would not pity Duan Shaoan's parents because they lost their son after they went bankrupt. It was because they had sown the seeds. If they had not spoiled Duan Shao, and so much and allowed him to do whatever he wanted, they would not end up like this. Thinking of this, Mu Qiqi felt that Qianqian would feel better. Lu Qianqian sent someone to find out which hospital Bai Xinlan was in. She went to Bai Xinlan's ward as she had some free time. However, after Bai Xinlan's injured arm was bandaged, she could be considered to have come back to life. When she saw Lu Qianqian at the door, she thought that her eyes were playing tricks on her. But in the next second she calmed down. Miss Lu, are you here to persuade me not to sue Duan Shaoan? Isn't this a good chance for you to get him back? Do you think I am like you? I have thrown away the rubbish, and I still want to get it back. Lu Qianqian took off her sunglasses and sat on the sofa in Bai Xinlan's ward. Since you are not here for Duan Shao, and I don't understand why you still want to see me. I am seriously injured. Is it not enough to appease your anger? Lu Qianqian smiled. I did not cause your injury. Why should I appease my anger? Tell me, what do you want? To be honest, you have a miscarriage. In other people's eyes, you and a flirtatious woman are the same. But we are both fallen women. I really can't think of any tricks you can come up with to deal with me. That is because you are poor. So, your imagination is limited. Rich people have many tricks. For example, me. Lu Qianqian turned on her phone. I just spent some time to investigate all the men you have been with these years, and told their wives about you. Not many, just about 20 of them. Bai Xinlan's face changed when she heard this. By the way, kindly tell them your phone number information, home address and so on. Take a guess. Will you be torn apart? Lu Qianqian, why are you pretending? Aren't you happy that I dumped Duan Shaoan? Lu Qianqian chuckled. Then she replied to Bai Xinlan. Yes, it feels good. But it doesn't change the fact that you've interfered in my relationship and indirectly caused my child to miscarry. With that, Lu Qianqian looked at her watch. It's almost time. I guess those rich ladies are coming soon. Having said that, Lu Qianqian got up and left Bai Xinlan's ward. Then, she bumped into the rich ladies who came looking for trouble at the door. They looked at Lu Qianqian and asked, Are you here to settle the score with the asterisk shoal too? She's inside. Lu Qianqian pointed. The two of them stormed into the ward. Soon, Lu Qianqian heard the sound of someone slapping her face. Among those men who had interfered with Bai Xinlan, some of them were from powerful families in Jianchuan. Bai Xinlan's fate was foreseeable. With how shameless Bai Xinlan was, she should be dead for hundreds of times in the wilderness. Lu Qianqian sneered. Then she left the hospital. The scumbags and the B** cheese were all dead now. She wanted to continue her life. On the other hand, Jing Yin was investigating Rong Junhan. He wanted to know if she had used the name Tong Shui for other things. So, Jing Yin asked his friend in the police station to investigate if there were any suitable candidates in Jianchuan. The police did not find any criminal records about Tong Shui. So, Jing Yin tried to investigate in another direction. In the end, he got a shocking and exciting news. So, after the meeting in Huangyao, Jing Yin put the result on Sheng Zhao's desk. Young master, there are thousands of Tong Shui in the world. There are hundreds of candidates in Jianchuan. So I've been investigating for a long time. I've also used many connections, but I didn't find anything. So I decided to investigate this one. Sheng Xiao opened the document and saw the copy of the business license. It was a jewelry company called Sheng Rong. The legal representative was Tong Shui, and one of the shareholders was Shen Lin. Others might not know who he was, but Sheng Xiao knew that he was Shen Qiqi's second uncle, Shen Jingyun's son. I didn't expect that the relationship between second Shen and Rong Junhan was not only because of kindness, but also because of this. With such evidence and the testimony of the dean's daughter, can we prove that Rong Junhan had hurt young Master Shen a second time in the past? Sheng Xiao shook his head. His eyes looked deep. What if Rong Junhan said that there was only one Tong Shui? We can't rule out this possibility. Then what should we do? Think of a way to prove it. Sheng Xiao put down the document and tilted his head. He looked lazy. Second Shen has been holding a high position all these years. He's a late bloomer. I'm afraid he's even closer to Rong Junhan than Grandpa Shen. I wonder how he would feel when he knows that he has acknowledged a traitor as his father. This woman is really interesting. She hit it well. So we just need to keep digging. She will give us more surprises. Sheng Xiao stood up from the sofa. Let's hide this first. Rong Junhan still wants to use Mu Tongxue to stir up trouble. We must think of a way to get rid of Mu Tongxue. This time, we must get rid of her once and for all. I don't want her to appear in front of Qi'er all the time. It's disgusting. What do you want to do, young master? Sheng Xiao looked at Jing Yun meaningfully. Then he smiled devilishly. Let Mu Qiqi vent her anger first. Then, go to Brother Shen's ward and have some fun. Let's put on a show. Then, Sheng Xiao hooked his finger at Jing Yun. Then he whispered something into his ear. In fact, Mu Qiqi was looking forward to the weekend. She wanted to see how well Mu Tongxue could imitate her. Moreover, she wanted to see what Rong Junhan could achieve with her scheming. What would happen after she deceived Shen Jianchuan? But sadly, Mu Tongxue's acting skills were not effective against Shen Jianchuan at all. At night, Sheng Xiao finished his work. When he was about to go to school to pick Mu Qiqi up, he received a call from Jing Yun. Mama Sheng had gone to the villa again. So, Sheng Xiao asked Uncle Lin to bring Mu Qiqi home, while he went to deal with his mother. Mu Qiqi knew that Sheng Xiao had something to do when she saw Uncle Lin. So, she did not ask anything. She went straight to the villa, and had dinner with her aunt. Chapter 173. Mama Sheng had come to her son's turf because of her quarrel with Papa Sheng. Moreover, she was anxious about her son's condition and wanted to check if Sheng Xiao had a woman. So, she decided to stay in the mansion for a few days. There's no smell of women in this place. Jing Yun, is your young master? Sheng Xiao saw his mother trying to get information out of Jing Yun when he entered the house. Young master. Mom, Jing Yun is just following my orders. Why do you have to trouble a log? Sheng Xiao sat on the sofa lazily. You can't hold it in anymore? You have to let me know what kind of woman you found, don't you? Mama Sheng looked at her son helplessly. You've done a good job keeping it a secret. I'm very anxious. I'm just messing around. Sheng Xiao said half-truths, wanting to see Mama Sheng's reaction. Mama Sheng chuckled and sat beside Sheng Xiao. She knew her son very well. He had been rebellious since he was young, but he had his own bottom line. Even if you're messing around, there should be someone like that around, right? Mom, you should go back. I'll let you see her in 3 months. Sheng Xiao promised. Really? Mama Sheng's eyes were already shining. Really? Sheng Xiao nodded. Mama Sheng knew that even if Sheng Xiao liked to play tricks on people, he would always keep his word when he made a serious promise. Then let me stay for 2 days. How long has it been since I last saw my son? As you wish. With that, Sheng Xiao went back to his room and texted Mu Qiqi. I'll be home late tonight. Don't wait for me, sleep by yourself. Mu Qiqi was a little disappointed when she read the message. She could not imagine what it would be like without Sheng Xiao by her side. Be that as it may, was Sheng Xiao someone who would be tied down by others? Mama Sheng had prepared a sumptuous dinner, but her son was nowhere to be found when she entered his room. Even Jing Yun had to leave the house out of fear of being questioned. Sheng Xiao was in a relationship, but he was suffering. It was 8 o'clock when Sheng Xiao returned to the mansion. Mu Qiqi had just come out of the small mansion and was taking a shower. Sheng Xiao heard the sound of the shower and took off his shirt, pushing the door open and entering the room. Mu Qiqi was about to say something when she saw him. But just as her lips parted, Sheng Xiao's kiss covered hers, urgent and ferocious. Under the shower, Sheng Xiao hugged Mu Qiqi tightly. It was convenient since he did not have to take off her clothes. Mu Qiqi couldn't stand such an urgent demand. She moaned, and in that moment, Sheng Xiao pushed her against the wall and lifted her legs. Mu Qiqi was so uneasy that she quickly grabbed his arm. Didn't you say that you would return late? Sheng Xiao pressed her head against the wall and pinched her chin. My little one, don't you know how attractive you are to me? Mu Qiqi blushed. She couldn't say a word because Sheng Xiao increased the force of his blows as he asked. I always thought that I was the one who needed you more. Sheng Xiao was furious when he heard that. If you don't realize it, don't even think about sleeping tonight. So, the battlefield moved from the bathroom to the bedroom, and then from the dressing table to the bed. Sheng Xiao was full of energy. He would only stop when Mu Qiqi fell asleep. But when he saw Mu Qiqi's sleeping face, Sheng Xiao hugged her in his arms and murmured, You don't know how important you are to me. Mu Qiqi didn't hear anything. She just closed her eyes in the warmest embrace. Although her body couldn't bear it, she liked Sheng Xiao's endless demands deep in her heart. She liked the feeling of Sheng Xiao in her body even more. Because he found out that the Shen family and the person with the identity of Tong Shui had a company together, Sheng Xiao set up a trap to prove whether Tong Shui was Rong Junhan. Actually, they could get the answer quickly if they investigated the Shen family. But it would alert the enemy and make Rong Junhan cautious. So Sheng Xiao did not plan to go to the Shen family. Instead, he asked Jing Yun to set up a trap. Since they have a jewelry company, it's easy. Jing Yun, go and contact a few partners. Do me a favor. Ask to see the legal representative. Even if you can't see her, you can get her signature or voice. It's not difficult to prove it. But young master, when do you plan to tell Grandpa Shen? And how do you plan to use this card? Sheng Xiao smiled when he heard Jing Yun's question. Isn't it Sunday today? There will be a good show when Mu Qiqi goes to the hospital. And you should prepare all the documents and give Rong Junhan a big gift. I understand. It was a call from Jing Yun early in the morning. At that time, Mu Qiqi was still sleeping soundly in Sheng Xiao's arms. Because it was the weekend, there was no class. So, Sheng Xiao didn't wake her up. He let her sleep until noon. Sheng Xiao got up and went to Huang Yao. Soon, Grandpa Shen called and woke Mu Qiqi up. Xiaoqi, why are you not in the small mansion? After Mu Qiqi heard the question, she suddenly sat up on the bed. I'm outside. Where are you? Grandpa will send someone to pick you up. I'm in school. Mu Qiqi responded quickly. Because Mu Tongxue had arrived at the hospital. Grandpa Shen was anxious to bring Mu Qiqi to the hospital, so that the show would be more exciting. Of course, Grandpa Shen asked everyone to go to the hospital to see Rong Junhan's real face. It was the weekend after all. They had time. So Grandpa Shen and the Shen brothers were in the same car. Mu Qiqi would arrive at the hospital alone. That would make the show more dramatic. Because of his previous experience, Shen Jianchuan could tell at a glance whether it was Mu Tongxue or Mu Qiqi who entered the ward. But Mu Tongxue and Rong Junhan did not know that they had been exposed. And they were still acting in front of Shen Jianchuan. Rong Junhan was sure that Mu Qiqi would not come to the hospital today, because Grandpa Shen told her that Mu Qiqi could not leave because of the research lab. In fact, Grandpa Sheng had deliberately revealed this information to her. If he had not said this, she would have thought of a way to hold Mu Qiqi back and prevent her from appearing in the hospital. Soon, the Shen family arrived at the hospital. Second Aunt Huang Yu did not look happy when she saw Mu Qiqi. Of course, she could not tell whether it was Mu Qiqi or Mu Tongxue who was in the ward. Dad, Second Aunt seems to dislike me. Mu Tongxue said deliberately in front of Shen Jianchuan. I don't like you. But you don't have to complain to your father. Huang Yu retorted. Chapter 174. Since you admit that you don't like me, why don't you let me complain in front of Dad? Are you the one who is in the right? You. Huang Yu was furious. She really wanted to slap Mu Qiqi. But they were in the ward. It was not a place where she could do whatever she wanted. I know that the Shen family doesn't like me, and Aunt Rome treats me like a stain. But what can I do? I am Dad's daughter after all. Mu Tongxue imitated Mu Qiqi's attitude and tone. She wanted to maximize the conflict between Mu Qiqi and the Shen family. At the same time, Grandpa Shen opened the door of the ward. He was stunned when he saw Mu Tongxue. Didn't you say that you can't leave the lab? I just came to see Dad. I will go back later. Mu Tongxue answered calmly. Dad, you came at the right time. Look at her. She is so arrogant in front of the elders. She doesn't act like a junior at all. How can we like her? Huang Yu seized the opportunity to complain to Grandpa Shen. Grandpa Shen sat beside Shen Jianchuan. He pressed his hands on his knees and said nothing. He looked at his son when no one noticed. Mu Tongxue stayed silent for a few seconds. She thought that even Grandpa Shen did not recognize her. So she completely let loose in the ward. Anyway, she was Mu Qiqi now. She could do whatever she wanted. Because of this, she was not used to seeing Huang Yu. Taking advantage of Huang Yu's words, she suddenly stepped forward and pushed Huang Yu. Huang Yu staggered and lost her balance. She fell to the ground just like that, causing everyone to be stunned. Mu Qiqi. Second elder grabbed Mu Tongshue's clothes. His eyes were almost spitting fire. How could you push your second aunt? She treated me badly. Why can't I teach her a lesson? Look, this is your fox's tail. You finally showed it. Second elder sneered. Mu Qiqi, who was so confident and disdained everything in the Shen family, can't wait to slap her own face now? Second brother, let go. Old Master Shen said calmly to second brother of the Shen family. Dad, big brother, it doesn't matter if you're happy or unhappy today. I have to teach them a lesson. At that moment, Mu Tongxue took the opportunity to bite the second elder of the Shen family, causing him to groan in pain. What can you do to me? I can't stay in this house any longer. Seeing that her husband was also injured, Huang Yu shouted, Dad, from now on, the Shen family will either have her or I. Grandpa Shen glanced at Huang Yu and snorted. Qiqi will not treat her elders like this. You've seen it with your own eyes. Yet you're still trying to excuse her. Mu Tongxue raised her chin in front of Huang Yu. Obviously, she knew that Grandpa Shen would help her no matter what. But Rong Junhong cleared her throat. She signaled Mu Tongxue not to get carried away. Otherwise, Grandpa Shen might recognize her. Fortunately, Grandpa Shen did not seem to be suspicious. She's just a kid. Seeing that Grandpa Shen was determined to protect her, Huang Yu was disappointed. I, Huang Yu, have a son and a daughter. I've never seen you being so biased. Fine. If that's the case, I don't want to stay in this house anymore. I'll leave now. Then, Huang Yu turned around angrily. She opened the door of the ward and was about to leave. But she was stunned the moment she opened the door. Because there was another Mu Qiqi at the door. Huang Yu looked at Mu Qiqi at the door. Then, she looked at the Mu Qiqi in the ward. It was almost the same. Even the tattoo and the mole were the same. This, second aunt, what's wrong? Mu Qiqi asked Huang Yu. Huang Yu snorted coldly. Suddenly she could not understand. What are you playing at? A substitute game? Then, Huang Yu opened the door completely. Everyone was shocked. Because there were two Mu Qiqis at the same time. This, Rong Junhan's expression changed. Did she not arrange for someone to watch over her in the hospital? If the real Mu Qiqi appeared, they would stop her. Why was Mu Qiqi here? On the other hand, Mu Tongxue looked calm. But in fact her palms were sweating. Mu Qiqi smiled and walked to Mu Tongxue. She looked at her from head to toe. Then she said, Mu Tongxue, I didn't expect you to be so real when you pretend to be me. Mu Tongxue smiled too. Am I pretending to be you, or are you pretending to be me? Mu Qiqi found it interesting after hearing that. Mu Tongshua's acting skills were really impressive, and her improvisational skills were not just for show. Which one of you is Mu Qiqi? The one who was here before, or the one who came in later? The second elder of the Shin family couldn't help but ask. He really couldn't tell them apart based on their appearances. They looked so alike. I'm Qiqi, second uncle. Mu Tongxue took the initiative. Then, she pointed at Mu Qiqi and said to Grandpa Shin, Grandpa, although I don't know why Mu Tongxue pretended to be me, I am indeed Qiqi. Grandpa Sheng smiled at Mu Tongxue. If you say that you are Mu Qiqi, then show us the evidence. Even if they look identical, only one of them is the real Mu Qiqi. Memory is not something that can be faked, is it? Mu Tongxue smiled. Mu Tongshue's face darkened. A few days ago, there was a drama in the Shin family. Tell us what happened. Because only Mu Qiqi was in the Shin family that day. Mu Tongxue was not there. So, it must be Mu Qiqi, if she could tell them what happened that day. But in fact, Rong Junhan had told Mu Tongxue everything that happened that day. So it was not difficult for her to answer the question. Everyone looked at Mu Qiqi when they saw that she answered without missing a word. She has already told us what happened at the Shin family that day, and proved her identity. So, you must be Mu Tongxue. Mu Tongxue nodded. Mu Qiqi looked at second uncle and smiled. What if someone told her? How is that possible? If that's the case, you should show us the evidence to prove that you are Mu Qiqi. My body is full of evidence. It's easy to test our identities. I just want to give Mu Tongxue a chance to confess. You are a fake, aren't you? Huang Yu snorted coldly. You two sisters are not easy to deal with. Although Mu Qiqi is really annoying. What dirty things are you trying to do by pretending to be her? I told you that I am Qiqi, said Mu Qiqi firmly. How can you prove it? Chapter 175. Of course I know the meaning of the tattoo. But how do I know that you are not trying to trick me? Mu Tongxue kept her composure. Suddenly, Shin Jianchuan interrupted their conversation. He pointed at Mu Tongxue and said, I asked her about the tattoo. She said it was because it looks nice. But you asked me about it too, didn't you? Mu Qiqi continued Shin Jianchuan's words. Shin Jianchuan nodded. And you said it's because you admire someone. That's right. I did not get the tattoo because it looks nice. It's because it's the name of my savior. He saved me from the hands of the wicked, and gave me a new home. Who is it? Second aunt was anxious. Of course I know. It's the name of my savior. Mu Tongxue. I did not expect you to investigate me so thoroughly. Grandpa, this person is Assistant Jing. Because everyone thought that Mu Qiqi was taken care of by Jing Yin. The tattoo on her ear should be Jing Yan's too. Mu Tongxue wanted to seize the opportunity, but she heard Mu Qiqi's laughter. Jing Yan. Mu Tongxue, stop pretending. I will call Jing Yan now, and ask for his English name. Mu Tongxue was stunned. Was she wrong? Mu Qiqi took out her phone, and called Jing Yan. She explained to everyone. It's not Jing Yan's English name. He has another one. Actually, everyone knows him. He is the 8th young master of the Sheng family, the crown prince of Huang Yao Sheng Xiao. Everyone was stunned when they heard Sheng Xiao's name, including Grandpa Shen and Shin Jianchuan, because Mu Qiqi did not tell anyone about it. Soon Jing Yun's call was connected. Mu Qiqi did not say anything. She asked Jing Yun, Assistant Jing, please tell me the crown prince's English name. Why are you asking again? Q, don't you have a tattoo on your ear? After Jing Yun said that, everyone understood. Mu Qiqi, who came in later, was the real Mu Qiqi, and the one who caused trouble in the ward was Mu Tongxue. After getting the answer, Mu Qiqi hung up and gestured at Mu Tongxue with her chin. I'm sure that if you take out your phone, there's no contact from Aunt Zipei, Jing Yun or the Crown Prince, right? Mu Tongxue instinctively grabbed her phone. I didn't bring it. Really? With that, Mu Qiqi stepped forward and took out Bai Sei's phone from her pocket. What is this? Mu Tongxue was speechless. She was completely stunned. As I said, it's actually very easy to tell us apart. Mu Qiqi held the phone and sneered at Mu Tongxue. I'm just curious. You pretended to be me while I was in the lab. You even got a tattoo and a mole. What are you trying to do in the Shin family? Do you want to replace me? Or are you trying to achieve some kind of goal? When Muchichi asked that, she looked at Rong Junhan. Did you go missing for so long just to train yourself to become me? However, you seem to be lacking in maturity. So it was Mu Tongxue who had a conflict with me just now. Huang Yu finally understood. Second aunt, aren't you curious about the reason why she did that? What reason could she have? She just wants to be rich and powerful. Huang Yu replied. You're wrong. If she really wants those things, why didn't she please you? Why did she try to cause a conflict between us? Moreover, she imitated me and did all the preparation work. It's not something that she could have done by herself. Don't you think that she's being instructed by someone? Huang Yu felt that it was reasonable after she heard that. Then who is it? Since we've come to this point, I'd like to share a few things with you. Do you know that Dad did not become a vegetable because he fought with someone? Muchichi looked at Rong Junhan subconsciously when she said that. Rong Junhan looked at Muchichi. After everyone heard this, they were shocked once again. What? Especially the old man, who immediately stood up from his chair. In fact, the thing that really made Dad a vegetable was the second car accident. Muchichi explained to everyone. It was 2 or 3 hours after Dad got injured in the fight. Someone hit him with a car. Although I don't know if she did it on purpose or not. But according to the abandoned report and documents, Dad was hit by a car. And do you know who the person who hit him was? Who? Grandpa Shen frowned and asked. Her name is Tong Shui. I believe someone knows her well. After that, Muchichi turned around and looked at second aunt. She realized that second aunt's expression was equally interesting. Second aunt, don't you think so? Huang Yu suddenly panicked. She looked at Rong Junhan helplessly. Look at second aunt's expression. It seems that she needs some time to digest it. Alright, let's talk about Mu Tongxue first. Grandpa, is that okay? Muchichi looked at Grandpa Shen and asked for his opinion. She also signaled him not to be anxious. Grandpa Shen took a deep breath and nodded. Okay, go ahead. Just now, Grandpa asked Mu Tongxue about what happened in the Shen family that day. She told us everything. So what does it mean? She was either not there or someone told her. And the person who told her must be there. So it must be someone other than Dad who was in the ward today. It's impossible for second uncle and second aunt. Grandpa and third uncle would not do such a thing. Third aunt is the most suspicious one. Are you kidding me? Third aunt rolled her eyes. I stay at home all day. How can I have the time to entertain her? So, Aunt Rong, can you tell us that you hid Mu Tongxue and trained her to imitate me to provoke the Shen family, because you don't want me to stop you from marrying into the Shen family? Of course, Rong Junhan would not admit it. Do you have any evidence? You're just spouting nonsense here. Just like how you said Jianchuan suffered a second injury. Of course, I will say it if I have evidence. Why should I be anxious if I don't investigate it clearly? Muchichi answered Rong Junhan calmly. You are the only one who has the manpower and energy to do this. You must give us a reason, right? Otherwise, how did Mu Tongxue know about it? Did you install a surveillance camera or a bug in the Shin family? Everyone looked at Rong Junhan, including second elder and Huang Yu. Actually, you don't have to be too surprised. Your sister-in-law has done more interesting things than this. Muchichi stopped Mu Tongxue and grabbed her clothes. Don't you think so, Tongxue? Mu Tongxue gritted her teeth. She could feel that Rong Junhan was staring at her. Chapter 176. Of course, you don't want to know what I'm talking about. But you admit that you are Mu Tongxue, right? Muchichi crossed her arms and smiled at her. You can't deny it. Moreover, we can easily find out who hid you, who instructed you, who trained you and who told you about the Shen family. Then, Muchichi looked at second aunt. Since Mu Tongxue refuses to confess, then we will turn our attention to Tong Shui. Rong Junhan saw that everyone in the ward was fooled by Muchichi. She sneered at her. Mu Qiqi, I think you are the one who planned all this, right? You asked Mu Tongxue to pretend to be you, and put the blame on the Shen family. You pretended to be the victim, but in fact you are the one who stole it. Aunt Rong, you seem to be very anxious. Mu Qiqi replied with a sneer. Otherwise, how can you explain that you appeared not long after Mu Tongxue appeared? I appeared because I received a call from Grandpa, Mu Qiqi said frankly. Do you think that Mu Tongxue could hide from the Shen family with her acting skills? From the first time she appeared in the ward, Dad had already seen through her. Because of this tattoo, Dad had asked me before what it meant. So he arranged to meet Mu Tongxue today. And I came here today just to see how similar Mu Tongxue would be when she pretended to be me. But it seems that she is just SOSO. So Shen Jianchuan and Grandpa Shen knew about it. No wonder they wanted to gather all the Shen family. That's right. At this time, Grandpa Shen finally said, Jianchuan and I knew that Mu Tongxue pretended to be Mu Qiqi. That's why we came here today. But I didn't know about Jianchuan's second injury. And Tongxue, second brother, can you tell me who she is? Second brother was stunned, because no one knew that he had set up a company with Rong Junhan. But now, it seemed that he could not keep it a secret anymore. I also want to keep your secret, second uncle. But this matter is related to the murderer who injured my father. So I have no choice but to make it public for you, second uncle. Then, Mu Qiqi turned around and said to Grandpa Sheng, Grandpa, we found out that there is a company called Sheng Rong. The legal representative is Tong Shui, and one of the shareholders is Shen Lin. After the old man heard this, he looked at second brother. Is what little Seven said true? Second brother couldn't deny it, and could only nod. That's true, but... Alright, second uncle, since you've admitted it, can you tell everyone that the legal representative of your company, Tong Shui, is this sister-in-law in front of you? Mu Qiqi asked. This looks like you've tacitly agreed to it. Now, as long as the daughter of the old director of the hospital was invited to identify the murderer, then the murderer who hurt her father for the second time would be revealed. Mu Qiqi looked at her and said, Aunt Rong, do you still want to argue? Humph. Rong Junhan sneered. Are you trying to deny all the kindness I've done for the Shen family all these years, just because of your nonsense? Isn't your wishful thinking a little too good? It seems that Aunt Rong still doesn't want to admit it. Mu Qiqi looked at Huang Yu after she said that. Second aunt, you don't want to believe it either, right? I only believe in the evidence. Moreover, everyone can see how good eldest sister has been to the Shen family for so many years. What if she feels guilty and wants to monitor us? Mu Qiqi asked Huang Yu. I don't know what to say. Second uncle, second aunt, you've never been a bad person. Why do you still believe what Aunt Rong said all these years? Don't tell me that her actions over the years really didn't make any connection at all? Hearing what Mu Qiqi said, Rong Junhan went forward and raised her hand. She wanted to teach Mu Qiqi a lesson. Don't sow discord here. But Mu Qiqi turned her head and dodged. We'll know soon whether it's the truth or not. I don't want to talk to you. Since you're all against me, I'll leave. Rong Junhan wanted to leave, because she knew that it would be disastrous if she continued to stay in the ward. But Mu Qiqi had planted the seed of suspicion in everyone's heart. Even if she left, she would have to face it sooner or later. After that, Rong Junhan wanted to leave, but Mu Qiqi stopped her. Aren't you going to bring your beloved disciple with you? I don't know her at all. Don't accuse me wrongly. Mu Tongxue knew that she was abandoned by Rong Junhan now after she heard what Rong Junhan said. Finally, she could not hold it in anymore. I admit that she asked me to go there. At that moment, Rong Junhan had not left the ward yet. She brought me away from the hospital. She gave me the information and the video. She asked me to imitate Mu Qiqi. She said that she wanted to use me to sow discord between Mu Qiqi and the Shen family. To her, Mu Qiqi was the biggest obstacle to her entering the Shen family. After that, she gave me a makeover. Then she asked me to work in her dance studio. She asked me not to worry about my future. She would arrange everything for me. So, I did what she asked me to do. Why does it sound like you and your sister are working together to slander me? Let me tell you. I, Rong Junhan, will will not be wrong so easily. Don't even think about it. Rong Junhan shouted at Muchichi. You want to enter the Shun family, but you are afraid that I will stop you. I am a member of the Shun family. Why should I be afraid of you? Because you know that you won't have a good time as long as I am here. Are you done with your acting? Rong Junhan said sarcastically. Huang Yu, you still believe in eldest sister-in-law, don't you? Muchichi and Mu Tongshua's acting is full of loopholes. Huang Yu looked at Muchichi, and then at Rong Junhan. You are the one who is full of loopholes. Do you have any evidence? Rong Junhan raised her eyebrows and asked. If you don't have any evidence, I can sue you for slander. Then, Rong Junhan wanted to go out. But when she opened the door, she saw the former director's daughter, Dr. Zhong. Rong Junhan took 2 steps back. Dr. Zhong entered the ward and pointed at Rong Junhan. Then she said to Muchichi, Isn't she Tong Shui? What a joke. If I were Tong Shui. Do you know how many times I come to the hospital every day? Dr. Zhong crossed her arms and answered Rong Junhan. I have been abroad for many years. Can't you hear that my tone is different? I only came back a while ago, because my mother passed away. At that time, because of eldest young Master Shun's car accident, you went to my father and revoked the license of eldest young Master Shun's attending doctor. You asked him to keep it a secret, but he refused. Chapter 177. I'm not talking nonsense. The hospital has an archive of discarded documents. You can check it out. Wait here. I'll look for it. Then, Dr. Zhong went to look for the documents. But Rong Junhan was in a hurry to leave before her. But she was stopped by Jing Yun's men at the door. Madam Rong, why are you in a hurry to leave? Don't you want to see the evidence before you leave? Jing Yun came to the Shen family with the gifts that Sheng Xiao had asked him to give. Rong Junhan's expression changed. She wanted to leave, but Jing Yun stopped her. Then, Jing Yun handed the documents to Grandpa Shen. This is the evidence of eldest young Master Shen's second injury. At that time, eldest young Master Shen's attending doctor had found out the main cause of his vegetative state. However, Madame Rong had bribed the hospital director to hide the truth. The initial diagnosis is in the information. To avoid suspicion, Rong Junhan had used the alias Tong Shui to collude with the dean. But Madame Zhong had seen it. What's more arrogant about her is that she bribed the dean to use the alias Tong Shui. She also used the name Tong Shui to set up a joint company with second young Master Shen. She probably thinks that no one will be able to find out. Jing Yun passed the documents to everyone in the Shen family. The witness and the evidence were here. What else could Rong Junhan say this time? After Grandpa Shen finished reading the documents, he walked towards Rong Junhan step by step. His gaze was fierce. He could not believe that he had let a wolf into his house after so many years. He had treated the person who had hurt his son as his savior. So when he stood in front of Rong Junhan, he did not wait for her to say anything. He gave her 2 tight slaps on her face. Everyone in the ward was shocked by her action. Because of the 2 slaps, Rong Junhan's face was swollen, and there was blood at the corner of her mouth. I won't lose anything even if I shoot you today. Grandpa Shen pinched Rong Junhan's neck and said, You have lied to the Shen family for so many years. Now you want to hurt my granddaughter? Tell me, can I forgive you? Old Master Sheng even lifted the man up. Rong Junhan's face was red, and she could not breathe. Huang Yu quickly went forward and hugged Grandpa Shen's leg. Father, don't be so agitated. We can't do this. Then tell me, what should I do? The old man retorted with bloodshot eyes. Eldest brother has been lying on the sickbed for so many years. You brothers don't feel sorry for him. But I, as his father, am in so much pain that I can't breathe. And I'm old and muddle-headed. I let this be *tch take care of my son for so many years. If it wasn't for her, my son would have woken up long ago. Do you believe me? Grandpa, it's not worth it. Muchichi also came forward to persuade him. A woman like her who is like a snake and a scorpion, and she still wants to marry into the Shen family. Second bro, don't you like it a lot? What about now? The old man looked fiercely at second brother's family and asked. Huang Yu lowered her head in guilt and slapped herself. We didn't know the right person and were used. Dad, please forgive us. I forgive you, but can you forgive yourselves? Huang Yu lowered her head and stopped talking. You can't be 18 years old yet. Rong Junhan did not expect that she would be exposed by Mu Qiqi in the ward today. She had underestimated her opponent. She thought that a little girl like her would not be able to find out about the past. She really did not expect that Mu Qiqi was so capable. Rong Junhan did not expect that Mu Qiqi was so capable. Ha ha ha. What a good show. But the Shen family is really stupid. It took you so many years to see the truth. That's right. I was the one who bumped into Shen Jianchuan that year. But so what? Su Ziqing has already married Mu Qiqi. But he still wants to be with her. So, I have to teach him a lesson. Why? Can't I? What do you want? It's been 15 years. What can you do to me? Moreover, there are a lot of things that you didn't expect. Back then, I knew that Shen Jianchuan and Su Ziqing were together, so I called her. In fact, I didn't do anything wrong. After she ran out, she slept with the man from the Mu family. Not long after they got married. Shen Jianchuan was excited when he heard that. It turned out that Rong Junhan was the one who caused Su Ziqing to leave him. Don't look at me like that. You and Su Ziqing are not compatible. You were not compatible in the past, and you are not compatible now. I just did not expect that Su Ziqing could give birth to such a bastard. So, you deserve to be in a vegetative state now. After saying those words, Rong Junhan finally showed her true nature. She did not need to pretend anymore. I know that all of you want to strangle me to death. But I'm sorry. You don't have the ability to do so. Huang Yu, let's not talk about your company. Even your son, Shenlin's future is in my hands. You will never know whose daughter your daughter-in-law Xiaojing is. She's mine. Ha ha ha. What a stupid family. Rong Junhan was arrogant. But she had the ability to be arrogant. For the past 10 years, she had been secretly plotting against the Shen family. She would not let them go so easily. Huang Yu was anxious. She wanted to rush over. But Grandpa Shen stopped her. Don't you think you are stupid enough? Huang Yu's eyes turned red. She did not say anything. If that's the case, I don't want to enter the Shen family anymore. Anyway, my daughter has already married into the Shen family. It's nothing. I will leave Mu Tongxue to you. Remember to torture her well. I won't accompany you anymore. Then Rong Junhan turned around and left. But Jingyan stopped her. Rong Junhan snorted coldly. Do you want to stop me forever? You can sue me at the police station if you dare. Jingyun, let her go, said Grandpa Shen. After Jingyun heard that, he turned his body slightly to let Rong Junhan leave the hospital and the ward. I never expected that eldest sister-in-law is such a person. Second uncle punched the wall of the hospital. And I treated her as my father for so many years. I even helped her a lot. I feel disgusted when I think about it. Huang Yu knelt on the floor. She did not know what to do. Father, what about Shenlin? Now you are begging me? Didn't you only recognize your eldest sister-in-law? Grandpa Shen snorted. Father, you are magnanimous. Don't lower yourself to the same level as us. We were blinded by her. Huang Yu cried. Then why did you pick on Mu Qiqi for so long? Did Mu Qiqi ever hurt you? Chapter 178. Then father, why did you let her go? Shen Jinyan asked angrily. If I didn't let her go, should I keep her here? Don't forget who you are. Moreover, how would you know how many traps that woman has set for us? Let's talk about it later. What you need to do now is to find out the identity of your wife, Xiaojing. Rong Junhan is a few years older than eldest brother. So, she must have had a child with a wild man long ago. But the Rong family hid it from us. Huang Yu felt as if a knife was stabbed into her heart when she thought about the couple who had just gotten married and had not come back from abroad. Mu Qiqi looked at the mess that Rong Junhan had caused in the Shen family. She shook her head and took a deep breath. Grandpa, father, I'm afraid I have no say in the matters of the Shen family. But please let me handle Mu Tongxue. Xiaoqi, Grandpa Shen sighed. What do you mean you have no say in the matter? You are a member of the Shen family. Qiqi, Huang Yu thought about what she had done to her before. She felt ashamed. I'm sorry. I'm blinded by greed. I hope you won't hold a grudge against me. It's hard to predict a person's heart. Who would know that the family, who has been with us for more than 10 years, is actually a wolf in sheep's clothing? I don't blame you, second aunt. Mu Qiqi replied. It's not because I'm generous. It's just that what you are going to face next is a punishment. Since Rong Junhan dared to expose her illegitimate daughter, it means that she must have something on you. Perhaps she will make use of second uncle and her to set up a company. After all, second uncle works for the government. He will not tolerate such scandals. That's right. Look. Even an 18-year-old child can see things more clearly than you. Of course, she can see things more clearly than Grandpa Shen. Grandpa Shen snorted. He was old now. Why don't you go back and think about it? Why are you still here? Then father, we'll leave first. Shen Jinyan pulled his wife. I'll learn my lesson in the future. Grandpa Shen turned around and looked at third brother and his wife. What about you? Fortunately, I didn't have much contact with eldest sister all these years, so we don't have any financial ties. Third aunt smiled. Don't worry, father. That's good. Grandpa Shen glared at third aunt before turning to Mu Qiqi. What do you plan to do with Mu Tongxue? Mu Qiqi turned to look at Mu Tongxue and smiled. Grandpa, no punishment is better than letting her live under my watch. I'll give her a rundown house and a rundown school. I'll let her live a mediocre life, so that she won't be able to stir up trouble again. I want her to see me achieve success with her own eyes. Mu Tongxue smiled. I won't be at ease no matter where I put the rest. You can't just kill them, right? Mu Tongxue's expression was blank. She simply didn't know what the others were whispering to her. Nor did she know where Mu Qiqi intended to send her. Grandpa Sheng nodded in agreement. She looks like you, and can easily confuse people. So you have to be careful. Grandpa, I'm no longer the Mu Qiqi that she played with. Xiaoqi, you're a real member of the Shen family from now on. Don't be an outsider. As my granddaughter, you're the real third generation of Jianchuan. Who would dare to bully you? Mu Qiqi smiled, and turned to look at Shen Jianchuan. Father, I'll come to see you another day. You must recover well. Shen Jianchuan nodded and smiled happily, because he had a feeling that Mu Qiqi would be a great person in the future. She would be able to make up for the lost time that he had been lying on the bed all these years. Grandpa Sheng was relieved after Rong Juanhan's true colors were exposed. He watched Mu Qiqi bring Mu Tongxue away and third aunt, and his wife leave the hospital. Your daughter belongs to this category. Grandpa Sheng gave her a thumbs up. Shen Jianchuan leaned against the bed and answered him with much difficulty. Father, we can let Mu Qiqi participate in second brother's business. Then second brother and his family won't bully Mu Qiqi anymore. How dare he? But I'm really curious about Mu Qiqi's ability. If she can even solve second brother's problem, Grandpa Sheng will be very happy. But she is such a good girl. Becoming a forensic doctor, since it's her choice, we should respect it as her elders. That was why Grandpa Sheng felt that it was a pity. If Mu Qiqi joined the army and followed his old path, her future would be limitless. But it was fine for her to become a forensic doctor. After all, she was serving the society. After this battle, Mu Qiqi knew very well that her position in the Shen family had changed. She would not be ostracized anymore. However, she still needed some opportunities to prove herself to the Shen family if she wanted them to like her. Mu Qiqi asked Jing Yin to bring Mu Tongxue along. Actually, it was Sheng Zhao's idea. It was much safer for the Sheng family to supervise someone than to let her go outside. Sheng Zhao said that he wanted to get rid of Mu Tongxue completely. He did not want her to have a chance to stir up trouble again. So he gave her a poor house and a chance to go to a vocational school. He gave her a future where she would not be able to live. No one would help her, and no one would dare to get close to her. That would be her gloomy life from now on. The three of them sat in the car. Mu Qiqi looked out of the car window After a long time she asked, "Do you still want to compete?" Mu Tongxue was dejected. Her heart was dead. So she shook her head. "I don't want to be you at all. All of this was caused by you. If you had a little bit of humanity and didn't do those things to grandma, mommy, grandpa, and that scum of the Mu family, you wouldn't have ended up like this. You are a member of the Mu family. No matter how cruel grandpa is, he would not reject his own granddaughter. It's you." Mu Tongxue felt ashamed and angry when she remembered what she did to Grandpa Mu, because she thought she was a member of the Shen family. Grandpa would never forgive me for the rest of his life. Why should he forgive you? You should know that the world does not revolve around you. Tongxue, everything in the past should be forgotten. You can say that I am cruel by keeping you in the slums. But I have to do it, because I know that you have nothing to play with anymore. I accept. Mu Tongxue shed tears. At least I have a place to stay. Sister, you are still the best to me, right? Chapter 179. For the proud Mu Tongxue. She would have to wash her own clothes, cook her own food, clean her own house, and live her own life. She would have to face the dirtiest environment and meet all kinds of bad people. It was the worst torture in the world. And because she would have to deal with life, Mu Tongxue would not have the energy to cause trouble anymore. "Miss Qiqi, let's go." Jingyan reminded Mu Qiqi. "No one will recognize Mu Tongxue in 3 months after she comes here. Someone will take care of her. Don't worry. Because the tribulations of life can change a person beyond recognition. And she had bullied Mu Qiqi before. Would Sheng Xiao let her live in peace? Daydreaming. For a young lady like Mu Tongxue, being reduced to such a state was like falling from heaven to hell. Could it be worse? Mu Qiqi nodded and went back to the car. From then on, she and Mu Tongxue would truly lead 2 different lives. After returning to the little mansion, Mu Qiqi told Su Zipei everything that had happened in the ward that afternoon. Su Zipei could not help but tremble in fear when she heard it. I really did not expect that the Shen family had such a dirty secret. But fortunately, Rong Junhan did not marry into the Shen family. It is a blessing in disguise. But Rong Junhan will not let it go. She kept second uncle's family in check. Mu Qiqi sat in front of Su Zipei and took a sip of tea. "Let's not talk about the Shen family. Aunt, when are you going to marry Uncle Lu? And I really think that you two should have a small wedding. You don't have to worry about us. But do you think the Shen family doesn't hate you now?" Mu Qiqi sighed and smiled. "How can they not hate me? They just don't hate me as much as before. That is a good sign. And what are you afraid of when young Master Sheng is here? But when you have a stable position in the Shen family, you will be more distant from young Master Sheng. He is your uncle after all. Will the Shen family support you to be with young Master Sheng?" That was the thing that worried Su Zipei the most at the moment. "Yes, you are the daughter of the Shen family now. Your status is different. But will Grandpa Shen do what he did to your parents?" Mu Qiqi was not sure about that. But she and Xiao Xiao would not be torn apart so easily. "I believe in Xiao Xiao. Since he has made such arrangements, he must have a plan in mind. When you get home later, ask him." Mu Qiqi trusted him, so she did not have to ask. Be that as it may, Mama Sheng was still in the villa she had prepared for Sheng Xiao. She had wanted to get close to her son and find out what kind of woman he was hanging out with. But Jing Yun was not at home all the time, much less Sheng Xiao. Moreover, she had heard something about Mu Qiqi. Therefore, after staying in the villa for 2 days, she finally waited for Jing Yun to return home to rest. She stopped him and asked, "Jing Yun, I heard something. I want to confirm it with you." Jing Yun knew what was going on, but he was still worried. He was afraid that Mama Sheng would ask, but he had to deal with Mama Sheng for Sheng Xiao. "Please ask, madam." Mama Sheng held her teacup and rested one hand on her other elbow, her eyes puzzled. "I heard that Sheng Xiao asked you to save a girl from the Mu family?" "Madam, she's a child of the Shen family who's living outside." "How old is she? Does Sheng Xiao visit her often?" 18. "She's in college now. Why would young master have the time to visit a little girl?" It's just that this child saved young master's life when he was in a car accident. To return the favor, he asked me to help this child, Jingyun said calmly. Mama Sheng nodded at that. Jingyun, you have to be careful. You should know that there are a lot of girls out there waiting to climb into your young master's bed. Don't be careless and mess things up. I know. Since she's a child of the Shin family, it's fine to bring her to the Sheng family and let everyone get to know her. The Shin family is in a lot of trouble now. I'll make arrangements for you after this, Jingyun said evasively. All right. I'm going back to the Sheng family now. I can't do anything about Sheng Xiao. Satisfied, Mama Sheng put down the teacup in her hand. I'll see you off, madam. Then, Jingyun told Sheng Xiao everything Mama Sheng had asked Muqiqi. Sheng Xiao had just returned to his new home. He found Muqiqi reading some documents on the living room couch. But he still answered Jingyun. You did well. Young master, forget it. You should rest. Jingyun was worried about Sheng Xiao. He had promised Mama Sheng that he would bring her daughter-in-law home in 3 months. Was he really going to bring Muqiqi to the Sheng family? He wanted to ask, but he knew very well that Sheng Xiao would not answer him. Sheng Xiao raised a brow and hung up. He did not have to tell Jingyun everything about his own private affairs. When they entered the living room, he hugged Muqiqi from behind and carried her to the dining table. Then, Muqiqi turned around and saw Xing Zhao's handsome face as she wished. I know what happened in the hospital this afternoon. Did you enjoy it? I didn't manage to get Rong Junhan. Do you think I enjoyed it? Muqiqi snorted. Of course. I know that this woman has been lurking in the Shen family for so many years. It's not easy to deal with her. A cunning rabbit has 3 burrows. I believe that she must have prepared 10 escape routes for herself after staying in the Shen family for so many years. I've never seen such an evil person. She married her illegitimate daughter to the Shen family just to control the Shen family. It's your second uncle and second aunt's fault. Sheng Xiao loosened his tie and revealed his sexy collarbone. Now, Rong Junhan clearly wants to suck the blood of your second uncle and his family. Just like what you said, it's second uncle and his family's fault. I don't care about this kind of thing. Muqiqi hugged Xing Zhao's neck and said, moreover, Grandpa and Father are so smart. How can they not deal with Rong Junhan? How hard can it be to deal with a woman? Sheng Xiao put her down from the dining table and led her to the bedroom. But your grandfather and second uncle are not suitable to be involved in certain situations. And you are a cunning little girl. You are not an outsider, and you don't belong to the Shen family completely. Most importantly, you are not afraid of anything. You dare to go anywhere. Do you think Grandpa Shen will let you go? Xiao Xiao, my aunt asked me today, what about our relationship if I manage to get a foothold in the Shen family? Muqiqi suddenly remembered Su Zipei's question in the afternoon. Do you really want to be my uncle? Then, Sheng Xiao turned around and lifted her chin. He said, I will be your uncle and your man. You are really? Come on. I will let you see if your uncle is old or not. Chapter 180. Grandpa Shen wanted Shen Jinyan to find out the relationship between him and Rong Junhan. Now second elder of the Shen family was in a dilemma. Other than Shen Lin's company, there are 3 other companies. I don't want to know how many companies you have now. I just want to know if you have done anything against the rules for this woman. Have you done anything behind the scenes? Grandpa Shen sat on the main seat in the living room and placed his hands on his knees. Father, you know me. No matter how bold I am, I won't dare to do something like that. We still need to find out whether you will do it or not. Huang Yu, tell us about Xiaojing now. Grandpa Shen glared at Shen Jinyan, and then looked at Huang Yu. However, when it came to Shen Lin, Huang Yu became more worried. When Xiaojing and Shen Lin were together, she told Shen Lin that her father was a painter, and her mother passed away after giving birth to her. Since they had never met her mother, they believed what she said. Yesterday, I asked a reliable friend to investigate it. Finally, I found out that Rong Junhan dated a poor painter for a period of time when she was young. But no one knew that they had a daughter. Moreover, Dad, all our assets are under Shen Lin's name now. If Xiaojing really wants to do something, I'm afraid that we'll lose everything we've worked hard for the rest of our lives. Who asked you to be so gullible? Why didn't Rong Junhan go to Third Elder and his wife? Speaking of which, I have a big responsibility. Grandpa Shen took a deep breath. Now the biggest problem is Shen Lin. If Shen Lin is not bewitched and can tell right from wrong, it will be easy. But if I will call Shen Lin now and ask him to come home. How about asking him to come home? Do you want him to divorce after he just got married? Grandpa Shen was having a headache now. Rong Junhan was really evil. How could she come up with such a plan? Moreover, Shen Lin only cares about Xiaojing now. He might not believe you no matter what you say. In the end, you might lose both your money and yourself. What should we do now? How many days before they come back? Grandpa Shen asked. 2 days. Huang Yu answered quickly. 2 days. I'll have to think about it. There's another problem, Dad. Shen Lin might be prejudiced against Chi-Chi. After all, The old man glanced at her and understood the meaning of her words. It was normal for a mother to complain to her son, but he still couldn't help scolding. Xiaoqi owed you in her previous life. Moreover, Jing Yin had already calculated the things that second brother had prepared for Grandpa Shen. He had also prepared the information and handed it to Sheng Xiao. Sheng Xiao felt that Rong Junhan was quite an interesting person. Just because the second son of the Shen family was rather dull, she was like a vampire. She brought along her daughter and attached herself to the second son's family. It was one thing to swindle money, but the most unforgivable thing was to swindle feelings. Shen Lin will be back from abroad in 2 or 3 days. He is an arrogant and despotic person. In addition, you are younger than him. It is inevitable that he will target you. Moreover, his wife is fanning his ears. So what if he hates me? I don't depend on him for a living. Mu Qiqi held Sheng Zhao's shoulder and snorted. But you exposed Rong Junhan. I'm afraid the Shen family is counting on you to solve Shen Lin's problem. They are newlyweds. How can I tell them that his wife is doing this for his money? Mu Qiqi could not bear it, because it would be painful for her to think about it if it happened to her. If someone else had told her to separate from Sheng Xiao like that, she would have been better off dead than alive. Lying is lying. You might think that it is cruel, but Rong Junhan and Rong Junhan don't think so. Sheng Xiao turned around and hugged Mu Qiqi. Then he put her on his lap. What if I lied to you? Mu Qiqi asked tentatively. Sheng Xiao bent down and smiled. You can't lie to me with your little tricks. If I find out that you lied to me, you won't be able to keep your butt anymore. Aren't you angry? I am angry, but I will train you. I will beat you every time I lie to you. I can't let you leave my side. Good or bad, you are my little one. Sheng Xiao lifted Mu Qiqi's chin. His eyes were dangerous and warning. I told you before. Since you dragged me into hell, don't think that you can get out of it. As for me, I won't lie to you about my principles. At most, I will tell a little lie every day. Mu Qiqi made a gesture with her hand. I know, because there were not many people who could lie to him in this world. Although he was a devil, he was a meticulous person. It was difficult for ordinary people to notice what Sheng Xiao was looking at. But he was a person who knew how to behave. So did she want to lie to him? Even if she cultivated for 10 lifetimes, it would not be enough. Have you tried your little uncle's body? Do you feel old? Mu Qiqi thought of those things just now. She blushed. Can you not talk about this here? We are on the bed. What else can we talk about? Sheng Xiao teased her on purpose. Well, it's very useful. What do you think of it? Since it's very useful, let's use it again. Then, Sheng Xiao turned off the light. Although the room was dark, the atmosphere was getting more and more intimate. Then they started to moan. It was true. Second Elder was in the middle of the situation now. So, he desperately hoped that someone could help him. It was not a problem of money now. He just could not let his son be ruined like this. Rong Junhan was controlling his son. Who knew what else she would do to him? Huang Yu was a straightforward person. She was good at fighting. But when it came to scheming, she could only look at Third Aunt's back. But she was not on good terms with her. Father, after the couple comes back, let's have a meal together. Let Shenlin get to know Muqiqi. Huang Yu suggested to Grandpa Shen. Grandpa Shen did not like Huang Yu's character. She even wanted to beat her up. Now she had to ask for help. It was so embarrassing. But he still agreed with Huang Yu. That's good. We should get to know each other. But let me make it clear first. If Shenlin speaks rudely to Muqiqi, you must not spoil your son. Dad, I really did admit my mistake. I also know that Muqiqi is innocent. Although I'm a dumb person, I can distinguish between kindness and hatred. Since Muqiqi is a good person, of course, I won't mistreat her anymore. That's more like it. Chapter 181. The next day, Shenlin brought his wife home. But he did not go back to the Shen family after they got off the plane. Instead, he went to his wife's house. During dinner, Shenlin's father-in-law, who was a painter, told him, I heard that your Shen family has a sister who doesn't share the same surname. She is your eldest uncle's daughter. She has turned the Shen family upside down. Humph. If she doesn't have grandpa's support, she is just an 18-year-old girl. What can she do? Shenlin drank a glass of red wine. He was full of resentment. Grandpa has never treated my sister and me like that. I don't care what is going on in the Shen family. But you can't let my daughter be wronged. Otherwise, I will make her leave you. Don't worry, father-in-law. Shenlin raised his glass and toasted to his father-in-law. Xiaojing is my life. Yu Jing took the opportunity to glance at her father. Their eyes met. Nothing needed to be said. There was no need for them to say anything else. They were all liars. The next morning, Shenlin brought Yu Jing back to the Shen family. However, on the way back, Yu Jing asked Shenlin, I heard from my father that this sister of yours, who doesn't share the same surname as you, has a lot of tricks up her sleeves. She made Grandpa very happy. So I'm afraid that Dad and Mom will side with her. Don't worry. Our parents hate her. Shenlin replied, even if our parents are convinced by her, I will not let you be wronged. I am your elder brother. I am your elder. Shenlin, you're the best to me. Yu Jing leaned on Shenlin's chest lovingly. Then, Shenlin brought Yu Jing into the Shen family. However, the atmosphere in the Shen family was strange. The elders looked at Yu Jing from time to time. They were suspicious of her. It made Shenlin uncomfortable. Dad, Mom, don't you know Xiaojing? Why are you looking at her so strangely? It's nothing. Did you have fun abroad? Huang Yu listened to Grandpa Shen. She did not want to ruin her relationship with her son. With her temper, she would not be able to hide it. However, Grandpa Shen called Muqiqi this morning. Muqiqi told Grandpa Shen that second aunt must suppress her temper. Since Shenlin hated her now, she would play the bad cop and second aunt would play the good cop. Then, they would play the good cop and the bad cop together. In this way, even if Shenlin hated her even more, he would not let second aunt tell him about it. If they hurt their relationship, they would fall into Rong Juanhan's trap. After hearing Muqiqi's words, Huang Yu almost knelt down in front of Muqiqi. I never thought that you would still be willing to help me. Xiaoqi isn't a good person. She didn't treat you like this, because she forgave you. Dad, I know. Huang Yu nodded. Xiaoqi is a part of the Shen family. She did this because of you and eldest brother. Humph. Therefore, when her son and daughter-in-law came back in the morning, she reminded herself to resist the urge to question Yu Jing. Isn't a honeymoon like that? 2 days ago, you told me that the engagement between eldest uncle and eldest aunt was cancelled. What's going on? Did that girl not agree to it? It has nothing to do with Muqiqi. I will tell you the details later. Huang Yu did not mention a word about it, because Muqiqi told her not to. It was because there were too many people involved in this matter. It was inevitable that Huang Yu would say something wrong. So, she told her not to say anything. It must be like this. Your grandpa knows that you are coming back. So he arranged a banquet to welcome you. You and Xiaojing should go back to your room and have a rest. I will tell you when it's time for dinner. What do you mean by welcoming us? It's just to let us see that girl, right? Shenlin said angrily. Eldest aunt has been worried about this family for so many years. Now this wild thing came out and got in her way. It's so unlucky. Huang Yu resisted the urge to scold him. She quickly drove her son away. Go, go. Because she was afraid that if Shen Lin said another word, she would not be able to hold it in anymore. What Rong Junhan wanted to do was to play mind games. She knew the Shen family too well. She did not want to play such tricks. Moreover, Mu Qiqi was just an 18-year-old child. So, she revealed Yu Jing's secret to the public. Indeed, Mu Qiqi was just 18 years old. But Sheng Xiao, who was behind her, could not be compared to 10 Rong Junhans. In the phone call between Mu Qiqi and Grandpa Sheng in the morning, other than Mu Qiqi's own thoughts, Sheng Xiao had given her a lot of hints. Shen Lin was very angry. As her son, of course, he noticed that his mother was behaving strangely, but he could not tell why. Yu Jing saw that and smiled. She comforted him. Don't think too much. No matter what, it will be fine when you see her tonight. At that time, I must teach this girl a good lesson. She should know what she should do, and what she should not do. Whether Mu Qiqi had Grandpa Shen's support or not, she was still Sheng Xiao's treasure. And Sheng Xiao would only teach his woman how to take advantage of others. If she had the upper hand, how to show off. He would never teach her how to be humble and keep a low profile. Soon it was night. Mu Qiqi came out of Shengting University. She got into Sheng Xiao's car. When can I go to the Shen family with you to have a meal openly? Sheng Xiao glanced at her while he was driving. Do you really want to go public with me? Of course not. I don't want to call you uncle. Mu Qiqi pouted. But sometimes I really want to. Where is the hotel? The Dynasty. Mu Qiqi answered. Why do you ask? Sheng Xiao did not answer her. He sent Mu Qiqi to the Dynasty and called Jing Yun. Since Mu Qiqi wanted him to appear in the Shen family, of course, he could make it a beautiful encounter. After all, he still needed to eat, right? Mu Qiqi did not know what Sheng Xiao was thinking about. She went straight into the hotel and went to a private room. Sheng Xiao had told her not to be late or early. She did not want to be early to remind others of her identity, but she did not want to be late, so that others would not be able to use it against her. So when she arrived at the private room, she was just in time. Qiqi, you are here. Grandpa Shen waved at her when he saw her. Come, Grandpa is here. How dare you to let the whole family wait for you? Shen Lin crossed his arms and snorted coldly. Mu Qiqi heard that. Then, she looked at Shen Lin and raised her eyebrows. You must be Shen Lin, brother Shen, right? Grandpa told me that the dinner will be served at 7. So I arrived at 7. Is there a problem? I am not that close to you. Don't call me brother first. It's so straightforward. You're tuning in to the Li Mei's Wuxia Whispers YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support. And don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.